It's because Lynn was swearing. I pick up on her swearing.
Deflecting the blame.
Yes, like always.
Typical
The
Edgar.
game is starting.
Welcome to Blood on the Clocktower. Today we are looking at Bad Moon Rising. You will see below we have the script. It will scroll for your convenience. You can read any of those characters as you see fit. It is accurate this time. I've had one game already in the past where it was not accurate. It is accurate today, so enjoy that. We are not evil, so we will not be using the evil bluff rolls. There are no fabled rolls in the game at this time, so we do not need those. I'm going to leave that up anyways. I am the Professor. The Professor, if you did not know, is once per game, I will choose a dead player, and if they are townsfolk, I will bring them back to life. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like the Grim Reaper in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. If I think you're cool, you're all right, you won't mess with the Reaper. I'm going to bring you back. I won't bring back 2, though. This ain't Bill and Ted. I won't bring back 2. So let's find out what happens. We'll see you at day 1.
Oh, he's here.
You're muted, Simon.
By the way, Simon, you're muted.
It should be okay this time of night. I haven't had any problems so far.
Anyway, I have died and turned into that thing.
Yahoo! Yahoo!
It was a nightmare. Anyway, this is day 1, and you can whisper amongst yourselves. I will give you 8 minutes, starting
8 minutes.
as soon as I open this.
Psst.
John, would you like to talk?
That's not whispering, Candace.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, you need to add.
Jason, do you want to talk?
yeah, I can talk to you.
Oh, we can't hear you at all, Edgar. I see your mouth moving, but no one's home.
you can come to mine.
I'll go to your room. Yeah.
Jason,
Edgar,
do you want to talk?
get your act together.
Can you guys hear me?
Putting your mouth close to the camera is not helping.
He needs to put his headset on, but he doesn't like
Yeah,
it.
James, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Who's Candace talking to?
Jason, do you want to talk?
Candace talking to Sean.
Sean.
Anton?
I'll go to yours.
Yeah, Candace and Sean.
Can we talk, Anton?
Yeah, if you fix your mic.
I don't know. Okay, I will go to your room. Let's see
Okay.
if it works.
All right, here we go here. Simon, do you want to talk?
Yeah, okay.
Come to my room at top.
Yeah.
I just learned a lot about Sam. Yep. Sam is not the tea lady he claimed to be before the game. Not even talking to his neighbor.
Oh, and Norm's not in here for me to bitch to him. Damn you.
Oh, good. Somebody booted him.
No.
He probably got
Me?
tired of my long butt night.
I really liked it anyway. I'm so disappointed.
I feel bad for whoever's whispering with Edgar because can't hear him.
Yeah. Who is? Anton is. Oh, well, Anton probably doesn't care.
Chris, do you want to go have a useless conversation that I'm sure is going to occur?
I'll give you a staring contest. We'll go to your room. I see it.
All right.
How evil are you?
What are you willing to? How evil am I? I'm so evil.
I knew it.
Yes.
Let us kill this poisoner before he poisons me.
Damn it, where's Kyle so I can do shit to him?
Right?
He's next on my list.
Excellent.
Did you want to share anything, or are you gonna tell me no?
I am a townsfolk. I am not an outsider.
Oh, okay.
So, as far as
I'm a
I know, there's
townsfolk.
still no godfather, but
I am also a townsfolk.
no outsiders. Okay, that's good. You're
Is
not
that
my
as much as
neighbor.
I'm gonna get from you? I'm not your neighbor.
So that doesn't help me at all. I don't have a super powerful role or anything. So don't kill me if you're a demon, because it'll be a waste of your time.
Well, that's good to know. I'll let the demon know when I see him.
There you go.
Don't kill Chris.
You two have a fun time. I'll be sitting here doing nothing the whole time.
Okay.
Is there
That was
anything you?
almost-
Yeah.
It was almost regrettable, but mildly productive.
See? Now, what are you going to tell me? Anything?
I told you the same thing. I'm townsfolk, not an outsider.
But I told you some information about my role to a certain extent.
Nope, that's all you're getting. How you like those apples?
Oh, that's it. You better hope I don't work with the demon. Because you'll be sorry.
See ya.
See ya.
Seeing with Chris is the best.
James is highly
That's with
suspect.
Chris.
James, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
He's number one on the evil list. That's what I'm putting him at.
And Tons.
You want to talk, Jason, or are you hall monitoring?
No, I'm fine talking.
Alright.
No talk?
Yeah, do you want to come to my room at the top?
Sure.
Edgar, can anybody hear you now?
Hello?
Oh,
Hey.
right, yeah.
I don't know what's happening with my computer.
I would keep the headset on, because then we can hear you.
Yeah.
Everybody take it off.
I don't even know where my voice is going. If it's the mic or is this mic? Oh, I don't know.
I do know it's not the camera, because when you leaned in, we couldn't hear a word you said.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, Chris, you want to talk?
Oh, sure. Oh, let's see. Where's
I'm
my
gonna,
room's
I'm gonna die in this room. You're gonna kill me in your room.
my room? Well, I hope so. My room's near the top. Why don't you come to that one?
Yeah. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Edgar.
Hello. Mr. Blood on the Clocktower.
That's right.
Yeah. It's still your blood. I'm still bleeding out.
Somebody is. Is it you?
No, it's Steven. Pay attention.
Yes. Yes. it
Usually
is.
demons and minions don't pay attention.
No, that's true. They're like, yeah, whatever. I don't know what's going on.
So what can you say?
I am a
Now you're not a
townsfolk.
storyteller. Now you're being very quiet all of a sudden. Like
Yeah,
normal.
I got nothing for you. I don't know what you want from me. I am.
Well, you said you wanted to talk. I didn't say it first. I said you.
No. I just said
I slept
Edgar
for 1
can.
hour and I'm awake.
I just asked you if people could hear you. That's all.
Oh, I thought you said like, can we talk?
No, but we can talk. I mean, are you a good townsfolk?
I'm always a good townsfolk. When was I evil? I think I was evil once.
See, poisoner. I remember. And you were
Yes.
a bad townsfolk once too, as my monk.
Because everybody kept killing me. I was the nephew of the person that you got killed. So I was like, I'm gonna be evil.
Mhm.
And nobody liked my nobody liked my cousin's cooking because it was the cook.
No.
The chef.
Well, I can't blame them.
Yeah, I'm a bottom townsfolk.
Oh, perfect. You're the pacifist. That's kind of.
I'm
That's
not
all right.
saying anything.
That's okay.
That's
Edgar, you left mid-sentence. You were like talking and left.
that is not my mic.
Chris, would you like to talk?
Sure. Edgar's like, I'm not saying it.
What? I think the sync time is up, right?
Did you have to tell?
Oh, Sean, can we talk then? I'm talking to as much.
We can go to my room, Candace.
Okay, I'm going
Oh,
to yours.
Edgar, yeah, I can talk to you.
Howdy,
Hello.
howdy.
Howdy.
I know you're taping, so I'm just gonna tell you I'm in tutorial mode. So if
Oh.
you see me like talking off to the side, I haven't lost it. You know that it's very delicate for me, but you know.
To all my
today is not
viewers,
a day.
she might have lost it. That's
You know, but they know that because you know obviously they know me well enough that you know it can happen.
yep,
So,
crazy thing.
Anyway, are you an outsider that you know of?
Nope, and I have nobody's claimed outsider to me yet.
Okay, I figured that if we do have a godfather and there's an outsider, of course it's probably gonna be a lunatic. They wouldn't know.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they wouldn't know. I doubt, or it would be a goon and they trying to win with evil, have to decide if they want to win or you know with the evil team or not. So
Yeah.
I'm not an outsider either. I'm a townsfolk. Would you like to do a 3 for 3 or top half bottom? You usually don't, but was there anything that you would like to share? How was
Well-
your day today, Chris?
Oh, my day's been peachy. Been cleaning up the house, getting ready to move.
Yeah, did y'all find your place yet?
No, not yet. We're still working on it.
Okay.
But I'll go top half, bottom half.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you that I am bottom half.
So am I. And I will tell you that there's a third person who has claimed bottom half to me. So we're getting a lot of bottom halves in the short time span.
Okay. yeah, I would agree. I don't know who else you've talked to. Who else have you talked to?
Oh, who did I talk to? I talked to James, Edgar, and I feel like there was one more. Maybe it was just James and Edgar. It might have been just James and Edgar.
Okay.
So
I think we're okay. We just got to see what happens.
yeah, hopefully more will come out here in 20 seconds.
I know, right? We'll see. Okay. See you
We're
in a
going to know
minute.
it all. Yep, see you in a little bit.
No, we're not. We never know it all.
Would be nice.
You know.
Now it wasn't me. Now it wasn't mid sentence with Sean.
Good.
Got kicked out.
Yeah.
How does it feel, Edgar?
No, I was talking and Sean was like, where did he wake up?
See.
Anyway, this is day one, and nominations are open. You will have 8 minutes.
Oh.
Everybody's suddenly quiet.
Everybody's gossiping. Probably.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, I've learned that you have to open them to make the setting take, so that's why I did that.
Ah. All right.
Lots of good neighbors.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's what I was thinking.
So it's like Simon and Sam and James.
Simon,
Like-
Sam.
Oh, and Sean. James, too many people wearing glasses in there.
Oh, yeah, we got 1, 2,
Yeah, I
3,
got
4,
glasses.
5.
Wait, there's no savant information, though, so.
Well,
Thank goodness. How confusing is that?
5 would narrow it down to half the group, at least.
I didn't get any bad reads on anybody today. I don't know if anybody has any thoughts or whatever.
No, I got kicked out of Chris's room, so maybe that's suspicious, but that's the only thing.
Sure seemed like
Maybe
you
it was
left
Chris.
on your own,
Got
buddy.
I didn't. Nobody else had a problem, buddy.
James was questionable when I talked to him. I mean, he was certainly digging for information and didn't give any up.
Man, how awful.
I know how I feel Chris, when I talk to
I can't
Listen,
believe somebody does that.
I don't dig for information.
you. Well, that's even worse. You don't do anything.
Edgar, you're sounding more sus every second.
I'm always sus. Come on.
Sussing it up.
Doesn't matter what I say.
So nobody has any good information right now. Should we just is 10's even? Do we want to go to bed with that or?
If we have a zombie, that'll mean a kill.
Yeah.
But you are also right that it's an even number. But I don't know.
Do we even have a beat on what kind of demon is in play? But I always,
Well.
every time that I say this, they say like, "Oh, this is not important right now." So,
Well, no,
but-
it's really important for the script. But the thing is, you kind
Yeah.
of have to wait for the kills to figure out. Like, so if we killed somebody during the day and then there's no kill, it very well might be a zombie. But if we don't kill anybody today and then we get no kills at night, it could be a Poe charging up potentially.
Yeah.
But then there's other things that can kill. So,
yeah, I don't know.
It's a challenging one.
Yep.
But there's no way there's no way that we're gonna lose if we don't nominate. There was a script like that, right?
No,
There was a-
no Vortox.
Well, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
way to lose if we don't nominate if 3 people get killed because of Poe.
Well, 3 people won't
Yeah,
get killed
that's
tonight. Well, not from the Poe anyway.
SMV is the only one you can lose day one without, that's not a very good way to handle things.
It's a superior script.
It's a
As,
questionable
the slaughter
script.
people say, you can't lose on day one. It's not really a game.
Those
Then
people
demons
sound
has
confused.
to just nominate themselves.
Then we should nominate, right? Or not?
I mean, I think we should always try, but if there's truly nothing out there to help us,
Then maybe not. Because then we'll learn if it's a Poe or a Zombool. Well, maybe we wouldn't learn if it's a Zombool, but we'd learn if it was a Poe. If we don't kill, yeah, we'd learn if it was
yeah, the only issue is there's innkeepers and sailors and tea ladies and all this stuff that protects, so we could get
So we really wouldn't know. Yeah, it really
Full-
wouldn't give us definite information.
yeah, it's not.
But I don't have any reads on anybody to say, be like, okay, this person needs to die. So I don't know.
It's true.
I mean, we might just have to ride it out if we don't really have any suspicion, so we don't kill somebody really important.
True.
I know.
Or
I
out
know
somebody.
Nam is,
Phenomenal use of your time.
I know that
Don't judge us.
Nam is saying, that's not how you play BMR, but I mean,
Tough.
he's lurking somewhere.
In the almanac,
Nam ain't playing,
it says
so
on
it's
day one
too
that,
bad.
that you have to utilize death to your advantage. So
I know.
the almanac agrees with
Hard-headed.
Nam.
Are we listening to the
Hard-headed
ghost of Nam?
Nam was in here. He was in here for a while.
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
just
but he's
chiming
always
in 'cause you ain't
quiet.
talking about the game.
He's not quiet until he talks bad about all of us.
Now, I'd like to spend this time trying to message the storyteller and distract them.
Is it worth talking about if anyone's heard of an outsider? Does that help narrow down whether or not there's a godfather?
I was thinking, like we were talking earlier, if there is a godfather, 9 times out of 10, there's a lunatic, so we wouldn't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Or a
Also,
goon who
yeah, the
would
Goon and Moonchild are both not likely to want to come right out.
know. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
But it
Tinker
wouldn't-
might.
No.
Oh, they're not necessarily coming out, but like if anyone's heard of an outsider, that's usually what I hear people say the first
Yeah, but
day.
they're not. They're going to be reluctant to even claim it.
They wouldn't even say, okay.
Almost like with S&B, if it's a Fangu game, they're not going to want.
Yeah, it's unfortunately it's a harder tactic in the script. So we got a minute and a half. I don't know if
I have nothing. Guys.
My God, Steven's look into the camera was like creepy.
that's why they call it a low information script.
Would
is
you
very
would
low
you like to
information.
just go to bed?
I think so.
Yeah,
Sure.
Nominate going to bed.
Jason's
too.
gonna nominate. Jason's gonna nominate
Well,
someone.
then do it.
Oh.
No, you got. Here's how it's gonna work. You got until 1, and then we're going to bed.
Okay, Jason's gonna nominate just going on a random person here to see about possible tea ladies and other things. I'm gonna nominate someone on one
Okay.
side of
The
the
game
room.
has. We're going to bed.
I'll nominate Sam
I
for
told
possible
you.
tea ladies near him.
He did.
Okay.
He did say get down to 1 when we go into bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have done it.
I literally said I was
Well,
nominating.
we're
Oh,
not
we're
down
not
to
doing
1
a nomination?
second. Yeah.
Fine.
I'm supposed to nominate Sam.
You took too long, Jason. You said
No,
like I nominate.
he's fine. He got it in.
I did legitimately say and mean that I was just going to forego it because we were just wasting time. Who did you nominate?
I nominated Sam just because possible tea ladies near him or other things. Maybe we'll find something out instead of doing nothing.
All right. Sam, do you have anything to say?
I am okay with this logic. So, yeah, I'm fine with this.
Oh.
All right. Anybody have anything to add?
We can vote up on it.
Can you please repeat what you said? I apologize. As I said, I'm kind of introducing somebody to the game.
For me or for Jason?
For you, Sam. I didn't hear what you said.
I was saying I'm okay with Jason's logic of just testing if there's a tea lady or anything else going on.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So you want us to vote up?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we can get 5 on this. I'm totally fine with that.
Okay.
The vote is starting.
I think if Sam is good to get himself killed, I think it's good, but don't know.
3, 4, 5. Okay, cool.
Or he's a devil advocate.
All right. And 6
Or the zombie
is enough.
But we will see that Zombie dies, and we will not see that you died if you're a devil advocate.
All right. Well, anyway, I did allow Jason to nominate, but I am going to go to the 5-second counter from here. So if anybody would like to nominate, now is the time.
Your hands partially see through.
Weird.
Ghost.
Anyway, with that, the day ends. Sam is executed, and he dies.
Okay.
Breakout rooms are continuing to be open because I had
He
already
just
tried to end the game.
dies. That's
He
it.
just died.
apparently.
No long story about his
Oh
death.
yes, sorry, Sam. How
I
would
need a
you,
story.
how would you like to die?
I'll do one I've done before. Cryogenically frozen to be rethawed later, but for some reason it fails and never happens.
Okay, so Sam
They forget you.
lives in the deep south, and this is a little bit grotesque. Anyway, he froze, and
He
it's
froze.
trying to be dark and whatever, but the point is that the oh my goodness, it's getting worse. Anyway, go to bed.
Oh my God.
Go to bed.
I'm scared of going to bed
This was
now.
a crazy story.
Well, I was going to say the power went out, which would be a bad thing when you were cryogenically frozen. Unfortunately, it's a little too close to home.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Did you fall? Like,
Okay, I'm
what?
telling you, every time.
Okay, I'm going to bed now.
Good night.
Bye.
We're going to
Good
bed.
night. Some people seem crazy. he's trying to get. He's like, let me tell you a story about how Sam died. Well, he cried. No. Oh, just go to bed. And we'll be back after a word from our sponsors. Oh, and you guys missed all that. He did just come in to ask me if I wanted to resurrect Sam. I told him no. We will save it for tomorrow. We'll just start right back up.
Quick night.
Huh. What wonderful efficiency that night was. Way to go,
Right.
Storyteller. I won't troll you the entire game.
Oh, I hope not. I would get very flustered.
Well,
I'd probably make mistakes if somebody did that to me.
I certainly wouldn't
visited
do it
me
like
at night
somebody
and,
did to me.
Steven visited me at night and was about to tell me Undertaker info right now.
Yep. Who did that? Was that me? I know somebody did that to you. Oh, it was Chris.
No! I didn't say it was Chris.
Well, and ironically, you could have figured it out if you had looked at the names to try to figure it out. Anyway, it appears that we're all back, so I will say that day 2 is starting. We have 7 minutes to whisper, so they will end at 10 after, and they're open now.
Nobody died?
Nobody died?
No.
I don't know. Let me evaluate that. No, it doesn't appear that was the case.
Oh, Sam, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, nobody died. Okay.
Oh, you want to come to my room?
Yeah.
Poe or Zombool? That's.
Well, But the
Seems
zombie,
to-
but we didn't kill it. Oh, we did kill Sam.
Yeah, we killed Sam.
Or Puka who picked
Or-
Sam.
Edgar, do you want to
Or
talk?
Puka.
Yeah, that's true too. Jason,
Who said that?
Simon.
Okay,
Well,
I will
Puka-
go to your room.
it is
Puka would
possible
have
that
poisoned
Sam
Night
was
Zero, though.
the demon, and we need to double tap him because of
Double
mastermind.
tapping, possibly.
Reese, can we talk?
Sure, Anton.
I'll join your room.
Candace, do you want to talk again?
Seem to be so.
Sure,
popular.
Sean, let's talk.
Okay, I'll go to your room.
That'll be fine.
Yes. Hello.
So from what I understand, we were trying to kill Sam yesterday because somebody next to Sam claimed to be a tea lady. I'm just wondering if it's you or not.
I'm not that powerful.
So does this mean that Edgar claimed to be a tea lady?
I do not know. He did not claim it to me.
I mean, Edgar claimed to me to be a bottom half. Basically, tea lady is in the bottom half, but he didn't say specific tea lady. I'm just wondering why Jason said that there might be that the tea lady is next to Sam or something.
True.
And they both were on it. I mean, Sam was quite agree with it, so yeah, I'm thinking.
I don't know
maybe
why
you are
Edgar
right.
would come out to I don't know why Edgar would come out to Jason.
Okay, so I
If
just
he
thought
is.
that maybe you or Edgar is a tea lady, and yeah. So if
Definitely
you're
not me.
tea
I am
lady,
not.
that's
Nope, you can
well,
count me
now
out.
we see, yes.
Is
do
there
you
any-
have any roles to claim?
Nothing exciting.
All right.
That's what-
that
that's
works,
fine.
works for me.
What about you? What do you got to claim?
Well, I was about to do 3 for 3, but if you have nothing exciting, that I guess you have to believe that I'm gossip because I'm gossiping every day.
Is that one of your
And-
3?
But yesterday I gossiped that both of my neighbors are good and nobody dies, which means that they are not good. If I'm a gossip.
That's true. And both of them being bad is highly unlikely.
Yes, I would say.
So,
But
so you're
there
not the
is
gossip.
there is only 33% chance that I'm a gossip, so
That's true.
Don't take it too seriously.
I won't. I'm going to take it at a 0% at this point.
Fine.
All
Okay,
right.
Thank you. See you.
Yep. Thanks. Hmm. Although James is pretty evil. After our conversation, he seemed super evil.
You're just mad.
Mad, evil. I mean, whatever. Tomato, tomato. I gave you vital information and you gave me bupkis. How suspicious is that?
Did you give him 3 for 3 Puka, Shabalot, and Paw?
I basically just told him my role, and he gave
Why
me
didn't you
nothing.
tell your role to me?
Is that what you call that? Is that what you call that, Chris? That hold me
And you gave me nothing. That's
garbage.
That's a minion in the mists.
You gave me a dumpster fire.
I don't know, roles that James claimed to me are even worse than Minion.
Oh, good. Sam, you want to talk, Sam?
Yeah, we can talk.
But Sam, you could talk to me and have actually a productive discussion.
No.
Hey, Lynn.
Do you want to
you
come
wanna
room,
talk?
Chris?
Sure.
Sure.
Hello.
Not used to you asking me to talk.
I know. Well, there's two things here. You're either a good town soak, or we're gonna double tap you and find out if you're you're
Well, I am
working
a
with
good
a
town folk. I am fine with being double tapped. I mean, it makes sense. It's one of the things I don't personally like about this script because it just takes a lot of time to do that.
Right.
But if that's what makes everybody feel comfortable, that is fine. I will say that I honestly did not expect to die.
Oh.
So,
But I didn't tell you I was a tea lady, so you were not looking at me for that info.
That's fine. That's fine. I still did not expect to die.
Oh, okay. So either Edgar's lying or Simon's evil is what the plan is?
Is Edgar the tea leader?
Well, that seemed to be the consensus on what Jason was saying.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh. Well, then,
Well, I will go and tell you that I'm the sailor.
Oh.
My current suspicion is that I was puka poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Now, obviously, it's possible that I was poisoned by my own or drunk from my own ability. If there's an innkeeper out there, which I have heard in a 3 for 3, maybe that could be in play.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am trying to find the person that I picked night 1 to make sure there's no problems there. Because I haven't talked to that person yet.
Because they would. Well, they shouldn't be drunk if you died.
Well, that's true. If I was puka poison, I guess they wouldn't be, would they?
Oh yeah, that's true too. Either way, they shouldn't be drunk. They should have.
Yeah, well, they won't be drunk now for sure.
Yep.
But yeah, if I was puka poison, they wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Okay.
Well, anyway.
Well,
but that is my information. I'm trying not to spread around too much. But I don't know.
That's fair.
I'm gonna give it to you a bit just because. So.
Well, even if we don't double tap you, which I'm somewhat okay with.
I might talk to Jason in case he's thinking. I mean, maybe Edgar is the tea lady, but I don't want him to think that's the case only because I was offering myself up. Well,
gotcha. Oh well, shoot.
Already close, so.
That was a short day. Well,
yeah.
If we make it till tomorrow, that will make me feel more confident in your goodness, and I can tell you more tomorrow if you would like to talk at that point, or you can just talk to whoever you want. So,
well, that's fine with me.
Okay,
cool.
We'll talk later.
Did you shorten the breakout room time?
I did not intentionally.
That certainly didn't feel like 7 minutes.
It felt short.
But
happened.
And I was gonna give you my other 2 rolls, but apparently it didn't like me too much.
I think we have one more. Yeah.
I got kicked out of the room, and I was busy telling him my 3 rolls, and I only heard 1.
Oh darn it!
Oh, I'm
so yeah, what were the other 2?
Yeah, Steven.
Can I just? Am I allowed to just private message Egner? Because it's kind of silly leaving. Like, dang.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh,
Lynn, are you dressed up? Did we have a party tonight, Lynn?
Oh yeah.
We'll talk later.
Well,
nobody's missing
today.
Thank you.
James.
Is there someone missing?
James is missing.
Got a sparkly jacket. Like, did you get that from Fashion to Figure?
Anyway,
no,
we're all
I
back.
got it from Winners. That's ours.
I got.
Like
I wish I was at home. I go put my sparkly.
It took James
pretty.
so
really
long
pretty.
to come back that
pretty.
we went to a conversation about fashion. Anyway, with that being said, this game happening, and you have 7 whole minutes. So make sure you don't nominate anybody.
That's fair.
Candace and I can
You want to wait till the very last second.
Right. So like we can
I'm not
continue
gonna say
our
anything
fashion
for 7 more minutes.
So I have a question for Jason. Jason, did you really feel like were you under the suspicion that Sam was evil?
No, I just thought that it's better to nominate someone and hope that we have tea ladies or other things that will help us.
Okay.
Sam, do you want me to say what I think happened? I think it'd be important.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say your role, but okay, I'll just say Sam shouldn't have died due to his ability. And he died, and then there was no kill last night, which makes me think there was a puka.
Puka versus Zombool.
Okay. So do you think that he was who was picked by Puka Night 0?
Yes.
And that's why there was not an additional kill? Okay.
Yes. That's what I think.
Makes sense.
Unless somebody has some other reason why I might not have my abilities working.
Unless you're innkeeper.
In Sailor or innkeeper is what I'm thinking.
Innkeeper
Right.
doesn't act
Or tea lady.
Yeah.
Right, it wouldn't be innkeeper. Yeah, Jason's
Night
right.
1? We're day 2, right? This is day
This is-
3.
This is
2?
currently day
Day
2
two.
nominations.
So the innkeeper would have acted last night, right?
The innkeeper didn't act
No.
when Sam died.
May I ask
Right.
the Sam's role, because it seems like everybody aware of his role except me.
Nobody
Sam
said
took
Nobody's
the role.
aware.
I told my role to like 2 people.
Okay.
It's based on what Lynn said, it's obvious. And
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
mean-
think that it's full.
I mean, yeah.
I just didn't
Yeah.
want to narrow it down necessarily, but just in
I
case.
mean,
I
it
don't.
still could be 2 things, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal at this point. But I mean,
Okay, I'll just
the end result is the same either way.
well, it would be nice if somebody, offered him a drink or shelter if they could make their way to him at some point in the next couple of days and let them know. Let him know that's what happened.
If you do have any doubts and you want to double tap me, that's fine. But that is mine and Lynn's at least current thought.
It makes sense. Perfect sense.
I think the other person who might have the other role that you don't have is the next person to nominate if no one's suspicious. At least we'll figure something out.
That would make sense. That would make sense. I mean, if nobody, we just don't ever know anything in this, but having to make a move, that would be smart. But basically, you're letting everybody know, Sam, that it's really not the biggest deal for like if there was a professor in play, not to.
I
Choose
wouldn't be
you
the
or-
best target. No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I would hold on to that.
Okay. I have to do my gossip about the demon being shoeless. Hold on.
We have
I'm
to
gonna
show our
make
feet
this a
now.
thing.
We have to show our feet now.
It worked the other day, and I thought it was funny.
Okay.
And it was a couple of people who actually were shoeless, and then I got some people sockless too. So that see what I'm saying? Edgar was, I think it matched both on Edgar the other day.
What? I didn't get
Edgar's
it.
questionable.
Why am I questionable? I didn't hear anything.
No, I was talking about when I was gossiping, the demon was sockless and the demon was shoeless. Type it in real quick.
Well, we got 3
For
minutes.
that, I'm gonna gossip with you.
All right.
There you go. Hold on.
Do we have anything we want to do here?
I think what Jason said makes sense.
If not, I have a nomination. And I don't know if it'll make sense or not, but I have a nomination. If not.
Why would it not
Huh?
make sense? But the thing is, your last nomination was kind of like iffy. It was a big
No.
gamble.
No, I mean, no, I think what he did was fine.
Based on
We
what
actually end up learning a lot off of that.
based
I
on
think.
what Sam is claiming his role is, or what I think I know what Sam's role is, based on where he claimed he is in the grimoire or in the role list.
Yeah, that would be accurate, Jason. Yeah.
So I believe I know his role. So it doesn't mean that there's a puka. It could be many other things than puka as well.
That is possible, yeah.
Because you could affect yourself just as easily.
That is possible.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and let's see where it falls out, I guess. Nobody's got anything going on.
I don't know. I mean,
Quietest game that I ever had.
I know, it's been quiet.
It's just so little information in a BMR game that it's hard to know what to go off of.
in my next series, let's pick someone at a different side of the circle. So I'll nominate Lynn if she's on a different side, and we'll see what happens there.
All right, make your case while I get it up.
Just trying to see what happens on different sides of the circle to see if we have tea ladies or other things, because someone needs to speak up, and I'm not about to go around asking everyone what they are. So
Isn't that a big gamble, to be honest, to just target
just-
random people just to see if there's a tea lady?
what else do we do, Edgar?
Oh.
Do you have
I don't
info?
know.
Yeah, probably Jason is a gambler.
I don't.
This
I
is
don't have any
conversation,
info.
which shouldn't be
If
happening
any-
here.
Okay.
Oh.
When Jason's done, then I'm gonna let Lynn talk.
Okay, Jason.
So just picking someone at a different side of the table, maybe we'll get lucky and she won't die, and we'll see what happens.
All right, Lynn.
I don't think I'm a good kill. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm not willing to risk. Risk. I can whisk it up too if you want. No, I'm not willing to risk dying just for the thought that there possibly could be a tea lady.
And I heard about 5 other people talking, so they can now, in a one-by-one fashion, chime in.
I just
What's up?
want to say that I didn't claim Tea Lady, and if Simon didn't claim to be a Tea Lady as well, that's very weird that we choose Lynn to check if there is a Tea Lady next to Lynn.
Simon did
But
not claim Tea
I
Lady
did not claim to
at
be.
all.
Yeah, so but I don't get it.
I do feel like Lynn's role, from as I understand it, could be useful.
Okay, I mean,
All right,
trying to
I'm
do
gonna run it.
something.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, I don't know many people's role. Lynn's one of the few people that I've had more discussion with, I guess. That's just my own thought, anyway.
Zero votes is not enough.
Is it worth trying to kill Sam again just to get that out of the way? If there's nobody better.
I will provide no feedback.
If we have nothing better, then let's kill Sam again.
Is that a nomination?
Yeah,
can't
go for it.
nominate it.
It's up to you, Simon.
Nominate Sam.
I especially wouldn't mind this just so it 100. I think it 100% would confirm me, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna 100% confirm. Simon, did you say you nominate Sam?
Sorry, yes, I did. I 100% nominate Sam.
No, thank you.
So,
Well, for the record, I'm okay with like a 85%. Make your case.
just to check to see if the Zumble is Zumble or not.
All right, Sam.
I, for one, am personally offended that Simon's trying to off me again. No, I'm just kidding. no, this is fine. I'd rather be confirmed at this point if we don't have any better ideas.
Now, Edgar, if you're taking notes, I would like you to notice the appropriate response when somebody tries to kill your corpse. And with that, I'm going to start the vote.
Edgar looks frozen.
But I like to do things the other way because I'm a rebel.
I feel like evil
Sam
is
has
hiding.
once again received 6 votes, which is still enough. And I will give you about 30 seconds more.
Just for the heck of it, I'm going to nominate James.
All right. Chris, nominate.
For the heck of it.
He was feisty day one when I talked to him. It made me question his integrity.
Anything to add to that, Chris?
Yes, his integrity seems low to me. I'm not sure. I don't
You
have
have an integrity meter?
I just question him at this point. I don't know how much it's worth it, but I do question him. So I don't have any concrete evidence, but I don't trust him. Just want it out there.
It's always on these offhanded nominations I get killed. So please break the cycle.
Don't break the cycle. That's
Sorry, is it James or Jameson? Jason.
I heard something about nose picking and being involved or something. I don't know.
James, is that the whole of your defense?
Yeah.
All right. If anybody else would like to chime in.
kill him. That sounds pretty weak.
All right, starting the vote. The cool thing about pertinent information is that it's either everybody has pertinent information or nobody does.
Nobody. Yeah. Sam seems pretty good at this point to me. That's why I would rather kill James.
Or you could just be the demon.
That's fair too.
One vote is not enough. As much as Chris would like to think his vote is the only one that matters.
It is. Can we just kill James? If I was a storyteller, I would allow that to go through.
I am the filibuster or whatever.
Yep.
I have the ability to single-handedly. No, the executive order.
Chris, your vote doesn't count for 10 votes. You know that.
Something's wrong with this game if it doesn't come for 10.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have the 5 seconds. If you'd like to nominate, now is the time.
I don't know anything.
And my puny camera can hardly hold my hand, but I did manage to count down. And I will inform you that the day has ended, and I will narrate the situation. So anyway, this village was so averse to death that they executed Sam in the hopes that he wouldn't die. and then nobody died. And it turns out they weren't averse to death. They dragged his corpse back out, and they beheaded him, and then they befooted him, and then they behanded him, and then they threw him back in the thing. And the game continues.
Can we go to bed now?
Damn.
That was scary.
But we were able to get a lot of use out of that guillotine.
So I was thinking they could just like unfreeze my bodies and refreeze it just to be safe.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about how you had died.
It's
That's our storyteller. Oh yeah, I forgot that you died. Oh. Again, nobody useful to use it on. I'm not gonna waste it on Sam. I'm just gonna keep it. So we'll see how that goes.
I forgive you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Stephen. You're so kind. Anybody like to tell me what I missed?
We executed. We executed Sam.
Again,
double tapping.
This is all my big ploy to show Edgar how execution and death works in Blood on the Clocktower.
Oh,
Yeah,
to Grace,
I lectured Edgar.
Is that what you were trying to do?
And he cried. I had to console him because he was pretty upset about anything. Anyway, the day has come back, and after that whole ritual with killing Sam again, the village realized how much they liked death after all. And so anyway, Simon died, and Chris died.
And Chris died.
Simon and Chris died. Okay.
Is there anybody else? Is it just two?
Simon and Chris.
I died.
You died also.
No.
You have to tell us that the first day, right?
I was double tapped. Anyway,
were you double tapped? Because that's important information.
6 minutes.
Great, the two people I was most suspicious of died, so I'm like, I feel better about that right now.
Is it true after all that the demon is shoeless?
This means there's a
That might have done it. The gossip might have done it.
Chris, can I talk to you?
I think Candace could be the demon, actually.
How I was gone. How?
This is very odd.
You never talked to me about me.
Lynn has a good nose for demons, so I think Candace is a demon.
You know what?
For the record.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think she's
leaving. The game is not a way to avoid being the demon. If the demon had escaped, I would have messaged them.
Sam, do you want to talk?
Go to my room.
Yeah, who was that, Sean?
Why'd you kill me?
You the professor.
Well, how would you even know that?
Because you're related to me. And I was very sad about you dying last night.
You never came and talked to me, my godmother.
Yeah, I was going to do it, and I didn't want to do it straight off because I thought that would be really, I don't know, people might be looking for that, and then you were never around.
Dang it.
So, yeah. So you got, well, unless weird things happened, you got targeted last night, and then I died.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's not a Shabaloth because that two people would have died the first day. Oh, crud. So I could have been poisoned. Well, it's not a puka then. No. So I was either poisoned or it's a Zambul. No.
It's got to be a Zambul, hasn't it?
It can't be Zambul.
Oh, it could be a pose.
because 3 people would have died.
If your last choice was no, oh, that's true, yeah. So it's got to be a Zambul.
Yep. It can't be the Zambul. It can be the puka.
The assassin killed you.
No, they wouldn't have done that because then more people would have died still. The rooms are closing already.
Yeah.
It's got to be a puka because we killed Sam, so a Zambul couldn't have killed last night.
Anyway, I'll come out public that I'm the grandmother, but I won't say anything about you. But hopefully that should clear.
All right.
Happy to still be
That
able
was
to read
quite
my
fast.
bedtime.
That was like 30 seconds.
Everybody shut it. Candace, I believe, was out when I opened the room, so she wasn't able to use the room. So now I'm going to reopen now and hopefully she'll be able to join them this time. Because she was stuck out here. She couldn't be a part of anything.
Boy, who put this guy in charge?
Cam, can we
Chris?
talk?
Yeah, Jason. Real quick. So, Sean, yeah, we can think about it more if you'd like later. But there's, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to come to my room, Jason?
Yeah, we can.
Can
I'll be
continue
there.
the
We
conversation.
can continue. Yeah, we'll
I will
join.
go to your room.
I'll be there in a second, Sam.
Oh, okay, go, Mike.
Chris, were we done?
Yeah, I think
If you all don't shut it, I'm going to close
think
the
so.
room. Because I have
Yeah, I think so.
do it. Do it. I dare you.
Simon or Chris, do either of you want to talk?
Stephen, I'm going back in on the other one because this one is not upgraded. So I'm going to leave on here.
You want to talk
And then
to
go
him,
back
or
to-
do you want me to talk to him? I don't care.
Well, if neither one of you want to talk to me, that's fine, all right?
Well, I mean, I'll talk to you, but I
It's
just
not like I have feelings.
I just don't want to get in the way of Simon if he wants to talk to you.
No, that's fine. It seems in this game it's good to talk to people that have been killed.
I could talk to Sean. Yeah, that's cool. I'll talk to Sean.
I'll go to your room.
Cheers.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Has anybody confirmed? Have we determined if there's a gossip issue here?
What was the gossip? Yes. That was out.
There's no gossip issue.
No gossip.
That's not the second kill.
Nope.
Do you think it was assassin shot, or
Nope.
are they related? Do we think they're related? Grandmother, grandchild?
That could be.
Could be that.
Yeah. Well, James, you should know what happened. You're the evil one here.
Or it could be a puka that had a third miss.
A Poe, you mean, that had
Or,
trying to do a triple kill and
Yeah.
somebody didn't get caught up in it?
I was too close to finding out James, and he killed me to keep my information down.
It could be. Or it could have been a case where if it was a Shyamalan, they might have picked Sam the first night and then somebody else who was innkeeper or sailor, and that's why it didn't go off. Just throwing every aspect out there.
No.
That's why I love this spookiness. I just love it. You never know what is going on.
Puka seems most likely. I would say 80% chance of Puka, maybe even 90.
So you think Puka and assassin, or Puka and just grandmother, grandchild?
Just Puka.
Just Puka and grandmother, grandchild. So they hit the grandchild. Okay.
That's what I heard.
You heard? Oh, okay, gotcha. Makes sense.
Candace, I've been in your room.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Here I come. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm coming. Thank you for coming back and telling me.
Yeah.
Chris, do you want to talk now?
I mean, sure. I'll talk whenever.
James, do you want to talk?
I'll go to your room.
Okay.
To your room. Okay.
Careful with him, Simon. He's not to be trusted.
Okay. Cheers.
Hey,
Hello.
talking to dead people's always good. A little spooky sometimes.
Yes, we
So-
can be.
I was trying to work out the theory that trying to figure out why there were 2 deaths last night, and the one that I think is most likely after talking to Simon. Well, first of all, do you trust Simon?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, all right, then I don't mind saying this. The thing that I think is that we did top half, bottom half, and he said he was top half, so that made me think that the possibility of him being the grandmother was an option, or you were the grandmother. But since he said top half, I'm kind of leaning towards him. You don't necessarily have to confirm or deny, but I wanted to at least share that because you're one that seems to be able to figure this stuff out. So anyway, just wanted to throw out that theory.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't more forthcoming since it sounded like he was ready to tell everybody anyways, which I think it's good
Well, he said he was
for people
going
to know.
during the day.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just say one of us is a grandmother.
Okay. All right. Well, that's really helpful in narrowing down what the demon could be.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of leaning towards Puka, because Zambul still wouldn't have gone last night because we did execute and we did kill Sam, even though it was twice. Not a Shabaloth, and it's not a Poe because we didn't have 3 kills. So it's only thing that makes sense is a Puka to me. I mean, even if it was a Puka assassin, it's still that's the only because it can't be a Shabaloth an assassin. It couldn't have. I mean, it can't. An assassin could not have killed the grandchild and still killed the grandmother. FYI.
Oh, that has to be the demon that kills?
Has to be the demon killing the grandchild.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's very important to note.
That, yeah. Yeah, if the demon kills. Okay.
Yep.
I'll catch on here. Okay.
Yep. So I thought that was very important to point out to you, just in case you were still thinking that might have happened. It couldn't have been just the assassin by itself.
Okay. No, thank you. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
And do you want to do top half, bottom half at all?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm either the grandmother or I'm the grandmother's child.
Okay. I'm bottom half. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Cool.
That
All right.
works.
Thanks, Chris.
Yep, no problem. Thank you. How do I go back? Oh, yeah, this button.
Chris, can we talk? Or
Sure.
Simon? Chris, okay.
Simon, can I talk to you?
My room?
Sean,
Yeah, go for it.
Sean, can
Yeah,
I
that's
talk to
fine. Hey,
Is my room
Simon.
at top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon, just so you know, I'm just telling
Yeah.
people.
Okay, fair enough. I will start telling people.
So yeah,
I will
I
start
mean,
telling people then.
it doesn't hurt to give people that info.
Okay, cool.
At least your role, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where's Jason? Jason's in his room. Okay.
Where did Sam say he?
Hello.
Hi. Please help me.
Sure. We had a grandmother-grandchild kill.
Okay, who was which? Who was which? Just so I
I'll
can
tell you,
mark-
he's the grandmother.
Okay. Did you actually get info with your role or no?
No. No, I was actually... I didn't even know I was the grandchild till I met him, but I did not get any useful info at all. Or I didn't get any info at all.
Are you able to see anything? Or are you just going to read in the dark so I can't figure things out?
That's all the help I can really give you at this point.
Well, a roll would be helpful in case someone double claims.
I will tell you, well, everybody seems to be doing the bottom half. I'll tell you I'm the bottom half, and if you hear anybody else with specific roles, I can confirm or deny if they're telling you the truth. Oop.
But still a good. Still
I
a
guess
good
that's
taste
about
of
it for
chips.
now.
Anyway, I'm going to open it for nominations again. This is day 3. We have 7 minutes, starting 4 seconds ago.
So we're 90% sure it was a puka kill.
I think so.
It was a poor puka kill because they really didn't kill it. I mean, they got 2, I guess, so that's kind of good. But other than that, it was kind of worthless. So take that, puka. You don't know what you're doing.
If you die the next night, I know they're coming for you because you're antagonizing the puka.
Well, yeah, I did antagonize the puka. I tried to kill him, and I was the only one that voted for him.
Do you think James is the puka then?
I certainly question his integrity still.
You couldn't
How does
question.
the
You could
puka
question
kill
my
somebody?
integrity all day long.
Well,
I'm so good.
I talked to somebody who has I think is going to try a plan today. I just wanted to say that I endorse it for whatever that's worth. Because it's kind of like, it's not much sort of, but it's the best we have to go on. But I don't know. I think it's worth trying.
Okay, look, if no one has more info to say, I'm going to make a nomination.
Yeah. Well, so I'm I'll just come out publicly. I was the grandmother, and that's
Yeah.
why I died.
Most of us know, so we don't think it's a Poe. We all found out from either you or Chris, I assume.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, now that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think not everyone did, and I did tell some people I was going to say it in public, so I thought I might as well.
yeah. Which is why people who are gossiping should wait to gossip until after the info comes out. Anyway, Jason would like to nominate Sean.
Okay. Jason nominates.
So based on the gossip, it's not a Puka. Based on gossip I've seen, I believe it's not a Puka. Based on who I believe the gossip is. Also, this is going by that Sam picked Sean on day one, and usually the only time that Sam's role is poisoning themselves is the only time that Sam's role is poisoning himself is if he picks a bad player, because usually the storyteller won't poison a bad player in turn one. And don't worry, Sean, if you're a good player, I'm the tea lady, so you'll be protected anyway. So I think this is a good nomination all around.
Well, how do you know it's not a puka?
It would be Sean. Sean,
Oh, excuse me.
We don't have conversation until after appropriateness.
Yeah, I want to make sure you're saying. I'm looking at the rules here real quick. I apologize. I'm following up on the tea lady. I'm not sure that's a good risk at the moment.
And then you obviously think that you or James are evil because there's no reason to be scared. I'm the tea lady.
Yes, I think there's a chance that James is evil. And that's why I'm not sure I'm on board with that risk.
James, are you good?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, in that case,
I don't know how that he's evil. 100%.
We appear to have devolved to pertinent information, so I'll open it to all.
I have
If anybody has
important
anything they'd
information.
like to share.
I heard from somebody else the lady claim as well.
How do we know there's not a puka? Like, it doesn't make any
don't.
sense.
But
Because I think it is. It's the only
I
option,
will
really.
say this. I've heard that people are suspicious of James. So Sean is my neighbor and I've talked to him. I think that he's good. I could be wrong, but I'm under the impression that he's good. But if James is not good, then the townsfolk will die because Jason won't be able to protect him if his other neighbor is evil. I don't think we should kill Sean on the chance that James is actually evil. I know it'll prove that James is evil, but you can still get caught up on thinking that Sean is evil. I could be wrong, but I don't think that he's evil.
So going back, it's the Sam claim, and Sam, explain why there's a good chance Sean is evil.
And after Sam, I'm going to start the countdown, just so you know.
Yeah, there's always, and obviously there's no way to ever truly know. Sean was my night one pick. It is, I'm not convinced necessarily that there's not a puka in play. I don't know one way or another, but it is also completely possible that I picked Sean and he's evil and it made me drunk. I think despite the risk, I think this is worth it. I know I hate when people say this, but for reasons that can be explained more later.
Okay. And with that,
that's where I'm at right now.
Well,
but I only have my dead vote, so
I think, since it's already going, I think the gossip is evil, whoever they are, because whatever information they're getting about the puka, I don't see that being accurate.
Has there been any rumor of a professor?
I haven't heard of one.
all right.
I've heard of one in a 3 for 3.
Is enough. Sean
but
is
I don't know if that
on the chopping block, and I will allow for
Yeah,
about
I've heard
30 seconds.
potentially there's one. I've heard potentially there's a professor.
I've heard something about that line too, but I cannot pinpoint which one it is, who it is.
Whoever this gossip is should be killed. Or maybe Sean.
This would prove that James is good and also Jason, but
Yeah.
it does what it does in BMR. You know what I'm trying to
It
say.
doesn't explain or cannot, like, I mean, if he's devil advocate or something, then
right.
All right.
If
I'm
he's
going to
DA,
5
but I mean,
seconds.
nobody was
If
suspicious
anybody
of him.
wishes to nominate, now is the time.
I'm gonna nominate Jason.
Whoa, that came out of left field.
All right.
Whoa.
Yeah,
James
I'm not
has
expecting that.
nominated Jason.
Oh.
Go ahead and make your case.
So Jason just double claimed my role, which on day one or day two, I'm sorry, I told Anton, and today I told Simon about my role. I told them both that I was suspicious of Jason, and I really was going to nominate him just to test whether, if he lives, then he and Anton are good. If he dies, then either he was evil or potentially Anton's evil, but I am not getting a read on Anton being evil right now.
I just can confirm that James did claim
Hold
to
on.
be a tea lady.
So James made a case against Jason. Jason could defend herself.
Oh, I'm fine with this as well, but I think Sean's a better kill because I do believe Sean is evil regardless.
I
I was doing it for multiple reasons, James, and I could explain to you in the chat, but I do believe Sean is evil. I'll explain why later. But we could kill me next, and you'll see I won't die, and I'm fine with that.
I will allow Anton first for pertinent information since he was trying to speak.
I just want to say that I spoke to James the very first day, and he claimed 3 roles. One of them was tea lady, and then the next chat he said me that he is a tea lady. So I totally can believe that he's a tea lady. I mean, at least he claimed from the very beginning.
So I'm gonna also, as a defense, say one thing, James. We literally talked twice in this game, and you haven't claimed tea lady to me, which normally tea lady would claim to their neighbor. So I find it suspiciously odd that you and Anton, who also Anton gossiped that I'm evil, would do this play right now.
Yeah, I didn't share that with you because I was a bit suspicious of you. So
Okay.
that's
Well, either way, like I said, I suspect Sean is evil. I'll explain why later. If you could kill me next, I'm perfectly fine with that.
I'm okay killing you.
Well, that makes sense, Sean.
Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm messaging Edgar because he looks a lot like Kenny from South Park with his coat. But anyway.
Oh my God!
They killed Kenny. Can I go ahead and start the vote?
Should we kill Kenny?
I do think.
Sean, don't you want to vote then? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say I thought it was separate from
vote on
this.
this.
I did think
Yeah.
it was weird that
Yeah, I
Anton
think
wouldn't
so.
trust me this round.
I
We
said
don't want to do
that
is tie this vote.
I said 3 roles
James.
the same, by the way.
Yeah,
All
there's evil voting in this.
6 votes is enough. Jason is on the chopping block, and I was at the countdown, so I'll go back to the countdown, and I'll tell Nam that the code is Fool. I named it after him.
I think we should do Anton.
I actually agree with Jason's assessment. I do believe that
And
Sean's
somebody nominate
probably
Anton.
evil.
So then why did you do that?
I'm
But I
gonna
think
say
I need
this.
to test you now because if I
Alright.
die tonight, I can't test you tomorrow.
Well, anyway, the day has ended because nobody actually said the words "I nominate" while it was counting down. So I have to inform you that Jason was executed and does
Wait,
not
was it
die.
not time?
What?
Okay.
Here you go.
Oh,
like I
never mind.
said, I nominated Sean for a reason, and you should have just trusted me.
We can get him
I'm
tomorrow.
sorry.
This gives information as well. So
So we've just confirmed Anton and Jason is good. That's
And
good.
Candace and Sean, it's a bad pair because they
Okay.
defend
So
each other
anyway.
hard.
No, I'm not. I just don't agree with your meta that you.
Sorry, the breakout rooms are open.
Or Jason was DA'd. Jason could have been DA'd. Let's head back and find out what happens here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was so confused yesterday. For some reason, I completely messed up how many votes there were. I thought those tied, and it's like not even close to tied.
Right. That was not the right option menu. Anyway, it looks like everyone's back. So I have to tell you that there was some noise in the night, and at the end of it, you discovered that Lynn was no longer with us.
Candace.
So we have 6 minutes. Should make it so that the day will end at 03.
Jason, you want to talk?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I say something right quick?
Go talk, James.
Oh, I'll wait till after whispers. So when it's
Go to your
time for
room,
all of us
Jason.
to talk together.
My room.
Lynn, you want to talk?
Yeah, I would love to talk.
James?
Mine.
Chris, do you want to talk?
Do you all mind if I join you on that, or would you rather do it by yourselves?
No, we can. I don't mind.
Okay.
To Chris' room?
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh. Just curious. I didn't know your all's roles yet. And I
Yes.
didn't know if y'all minded me or how. I don't know where y'all are with each other, but I just wanted to.
Well, we didn't share anything, and I didn't share anything with you guys, so.
No, he never tells me nothing. He's. Oh.
The thing is, I'm taking a page out of your book, mister.
Stop talking. We don't want to hear you.
I have no.
I am a grandchild. That's what I am.
I just learned that much.
I still think Candace is evil for some reason.
It's kind of where it's pointing to, although I don't trust this gossip by Anton.
Is that what he's claiming?
That's what it keeps sounding like. He's the real gossip, but if he's gossiping, there's. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say I thought it's weird he wouldn't. I mean, I guess it's hard to 100% trust somebody, but I feel like I'm about as trustworthy as you can get right now.
That's true.
And he wouldn't give me his role. He'd only give me a 3 for 3, and that just seemed suspicious to me.
Yeah, I feel like Jason might have been a DA protection.
See, I think there's another. Well, I know of another possible explanation. As anything else, it could be all a lie, but yeah.
Oh, maybe an innkeeper?
Well, innkeeper doesn't protect during the day.
Oh,
there
that's
could
true.
be a pacifist in play. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I suppose.
And that would be a good way to hide a tea lady claim.
True.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
But it says executed players might not die. Who decides that? Storyteller?
And for what? And I'll the storyteller decides that. That was also that was the true. What we was truly trying to test with Sean was the pacifist would activate. But the way that played out makes me more suspicious of Sean than I actually was going into that. But
so Sean is the pacifist? No, that's not what you're claiming. Right?
No, he's saying that the pacifist's in play, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I haven't heard of a pacifist unless of course Jason's trying to play as a pacifist, which would make sense because he's always playing to his role. So I could totally see him attacking people, seeing if people die or not, which is not helpful.
But he claimed another role, which is weird. Why would he claim something else if he's the
to convince people to go through the execution?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's true.
I don't know any of this for sure, so just take it with a grain of salt. But it's kind of what you got to do in this group. You got to try out things and see what happens. And
yeah, but it's a big gamble. That's why I voted for Jason after voting for Sean, because I think they both were a good kill in my head. So I don't know if one was better than the other. To be honest.
Well, I would love to get claims from you all, but that's up to you. And I don't know if you want to do it all together or not at all, whatever.
Well, can't trust Edgar because he's in a black hoodie, but I am clearly a grandchild, which is
Well,
Yeah,
which I think
do
I'm.
trust. I
yeah.
trust Chris pretty much 100%.
I'm bottom half.
I
If you
trust
don't
you too,
trust me,
Sam.
that's fine. I'm bottom half.
Well,
Tonto.
I don't know anything about you except bottom half, which
I think there's
doesn't
3
really
people in this
fall
game
into
that are the most trustful right now, and it's me, Sam, and Simon.
All the dead people, yeah, big help.
Because I'll tell you, Simon came to me and told me my role. So I was like, "How did you do that?" And then he told me he was a grandmother. I'm like, "That makes
I
sense."
would be inclined to trust Lynn at this point too, since she died at night. That's not always the case, but
True.
You know, I mean,
I don't know. I don't trust Candace for some reason.
well, I think Candace is very iffy at this point. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of here and then just see what else is going on. But,
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks for the chat.
Yep.
Part of me, you want to say something at this point?
Every time I talk to Edgar, I feel worse about him.
Oh my God!
Edgar won't claim to me either. So
okay, so basically
I'm bottom half. That's the only thing that I'm gonna claim.
Okay, Edgar, the 3 of us are now confirmed from the Tea Lady. So you, Candace, and Sean are the only other 3 people left. So unless you claim something, you're evil at this point. You get it?
I get it, but I'm not evil. Jesus, if I wish I was evil, because I've been evil only twice, and I want to be evil.
There's no reason to go I'm bottom half at this point. If there is, then you're evil.
I do agree with Jason on this point. I mean, do what you like, but you know.
It's not the point of the game where you hide your role unless you're evil. Even though Chris is never going to tell me what he is, which would help.
Actually, I don't know what Chris is either, but I
They
do
wouldn't
trust him at
really
this
help.
point.
It does because it helps with the grimoire. It always helps. Whether you want to believe it or not, it always helps.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But all right. Do you want to chat real quick, Jason?
I have a tiny concern. There might have been a DA protection. That's all.
You can gossip during basically the nomination phase would be the best time when everybody can see it.
Okay.
By the way, Anton's claiming gossip too, so you guys are in a double claim, just so you know. Edgar.
I'm just saying I'm gonna gossip. I didn't claim anything yet.
Hey, well, you're in a double.
That's the difference. I said
I
I'm
don't-
gonna gossip.
I don't trust
Everybody can
Anton.
gossip. Everybody can gossip. I didn't claim anything. I just asked, when can you gossip?
No, I know, but
Oh.
if you're doing it at this point, it's misinformation. It's also an evil play.
Jason, do you want to talk?
No, it's not.
The breakout rooms are closed.
Yeah, we had no warning they were going to close, unfortunately. So I was trying to go to a chat.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Okay.
It's bad moderator syndrome.
Wow.
I wasn't want to say it, but
It's not that bad.
it's pretty
Also,
bad. No, I'm just kidding.
Edgar, you need to get a red hoodie. That would be more Kenny-like.
I don't
Yeah.
see.
No, orange. Orange.
Oh, orange. I don't know.
I don't have an orange hoodie.
Hey, it appears that everyone's back, so we will go to nominations. And I will
I'm gonna
sort
look
them
at all
out.
this.
Have 7 minutes.
I think Lynn might have info that will help us. I'd like to hear it.
Could someone nominate James for me, please?
I wanna say, yeah. Okay, I'll nominate James.
Okay. Thank you guys. You've been very efficient. Candace, go ahead and make your case.
Okay. What I think has happened, Sean is my neighbor, and by a social read, I do not think that he's bad. I understand what Jason said as far as typically if certain roles are made drunk, it's because the person that they picked is evil. What I think happened, I do think that there's a puka, and I think that Sam was picked night 0 and he was poisoned, not drunk by his own ability. I think he was poisoned anyway, and it didn't have anything to do with Sean. I could be wrong. It's just my theory to get to where I'm going. It didn't have anything to do with Sean at all. I think that he was poisoned by the puka and he died because when that night nobody else died. I understand Jason's logic, and so that's why Jason nominated Sean. Perfectly fine, okay? But I think that James knew all along that Sean was going to die because Jason might be the tea lady, but James knows that he's evil. And James always frames people.
So I got pertinent information after James goes.
Okay.
Could I just chime in for 1
Nope.
second?
Not until James gives his defense.
So that is, let me get my tinfoil hat out to decipher the theory that Candace just blurted out, which is whatever. But let's just go back to the last round. That I'm the tea lady. We tried to execute Jason, and he didn't die. And
I might be wrong.
I know Anton's role. I have zero reason to believe.
Tell me at this point.
I'll let Anton tell you.
Could I just ask? Could I just say some pertinent info? Please?
First of all, Lynn said she had pertinent info first, and I need to know that James is done with his defense before we start that.
So just Jason, it's what I thought.
Okay.
All right. So Lynn, I heard you first.
Okay, thanks, Stephen. So I gambled James last night and I died. I just want to say that.
What are all your gambles so far?
I gambled myself first night and I gambled Sam when he was dead and I didn't die.
And then you just gambled James.
Yes.
But there was only one death.
One death.
That was mine.
What all you gambled?
If a puka poisoned you and you gambled, your gamble wouldn't have worked. You would have just died. You die.
And I'm sorry if I missed, because my internet did go out. So if I missed where you defended, I'm sorry because I was gone.
No, I'm not defending anyone. But it's like
no, I'm just saying I didn't see that, so I'm sorry I didn't know.
No. This nomination feels really rushed, and I believe there are 3 evil people left in this game, and I really want to disseminate some information and go through some roll calls or something before we start nominating willy-nilly, because I'm not going to vote on James unless there's reason to vote on James. And I really want to go through some roll calls or something before I decide to vote on James. But this was like, I nominate James immediately and I can't decide. So would anyone like the roll call? Would anyone like to do anything? Or are we going to be forced to do the James nomination? Because I'm not going to vote on it right now.
You could start with the roll call, Jason. Are you the tea lady?
No, I'm not the tea lady.
Okay, because that kind of goes against what Candace was saying.
No, I'm not the tea lady.
And I talked to Jason about that, and I understand.
So the conversation does need to remain pertinent to the vote on James. If there's anything else pertinent to James, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to start the vote.
So go ahead, Stephen. But Lynn, if you were killed by a puka, you were poisoned while you were the gossip.
Are you giving me your word that you are not evil?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
I don't believe it though. That's the thing. I think you're evil.
I'm not evil. Sean, Candace, Edgar, I think are the 3 evil players.
I'm not.
That's the thing.
All the land of the not evils here.
Nobody's evil. This is a straight up good townsfolk team.
The best kill for the evil team is me, because otherwise they have to kill me tonight.
I do like Jason's idea that I feel like we do need more info right now, because there's some people holding their info really close, and I don't know if it's doing much good at this point.
I agree, and that's why I'm asking if we can go through some stuff, because I know nothing about half the table, so I'm not going to vote on anyone that I'm not confident in the information.
I'll give everybody my info. I have none. The only info I have is Simon is 100% good, and I trust him because he's a grandmother. But other than that, I had no info, and I'm not going to get any info.
I'll come out and say what I am, because this is just where we are. I'm the minstrel, so I was a little concerned when nobody died the night that we executed Sam. I thought initially that everybody was drunk because of that, and that's why there was no kill. But looking back, what I thought happened with the initial part as far as Sam is concerned, that still is my thought, that he possibly was puka poison night 0. But all that being said, unless I was drunk sometime that somebody else was executed, then there are still 3 evil people living. And then it leaves nobody else but who I didn't think was evil and folks I haven't talked to. So, Lynn was defending Sam.
Makes sense.
Because of just previous interactions. I'll say it like that. Like she said, she gambled and she came out and said that, so I can say that again. So I don't know. And like I said, James, if I missed where y'all tried to execute Jason, he didn't die. I did miss it because I was gone for a second when I dropped my phone and it messed up my hotspot. I had to get on the computer. As I am at work, snowed in. So sorry. All right, I'm done. Bye. That's all I got.
I mean,
So-
Anton, do you want to? I know you don't have a lot of info, but do you want to share
You're,
what you don't?
you're the only person who I talk my role. I guess Jason know my role now because like you have some conversation right now.
I reckon I know you.
I didn't say my role anyone but you, and I would like. I mean, if I say my role, I will probably die in sniper. So
No.
And
not if you
I'm
pick
gonna
the right-
die.
Not if you pick the right person. Remember that. If you pick the right person, you won't die because they're poison.
okay, who you want me to pick?
I don't know. If you give us your info on who you picked each night, maybe the reason there was no kill is because you picked the
Oh
right
yeah,
person.
I'll give him my info tomorrow.
Why tomorrow?
Okay. But I'm the one that's going to die tonight, Anton.
Yeah, James is gonna die because we can't die without James dying. You got
Right.
that? You're not gonna die.
So I'll nominate Sean.
All right, I heard James nominate Sean.
So we're going to come back to the theory yesterday that Jason presented, working with Sam. I think it was actually pretty solid, but the situation yesterday, I felt like I needed to nominate Jason to test out, my ability and if it was giving me good information or not. So, yeah, that's about it. Just let's finish what we started there. We
Still could be DA.
My defense.
Yep.
Okay, I'm trying to follow everything that's going on here, and I don't have an explanation for how things have unraveled. But my role is one that I would like to be able to use my ability. If you don't kill me today, then I can use it tonight. I just looked at the night order thing, and it looks like I go before the demon. So if we,
Oh.
No.
if we,
I'm voting no.
well, I'm
If
saying
you're
if we, what?
If you're claiming Courtier and you didn't use it yet, I'm voting to kill you.
I didn't use it because I don't know what roles are in
That's
play.
what Sean claimed to me at least.
Yeah, I am the courtier.
The possibility of a puka being out for a while now, you should use your ability
You've been
already.
saying
I heard a couple different things. I heard Chris say he thought there was a puka. And then when he said that, I heard Jason jump on and say, no, there's not a puka, that's not possible, or something along those lines. So I didn't use it till we had more information.
I thought there was a puka as well.
But
In all fairness,
Sure.
I'm sorry. I just was gonna kind of defend John. Like John legitimately had questions. He legitimately had, and I had to explain to him, you get to choose a character, not a person. He legitimately had questions. He's only played TB a couple times. His first time playing BMR. So if he is evil, he fooled me, but I believed him. And I, explained to him that the courtier thing is like, you want to be alive, but you want to not cause suspicion to yourself. He had legitimate questions. So
I have important information.
All right, this will be the last comment, and then we're going to the vote.
As Lynn said, Lynn gambled on James. Lynn didn't say to what role it was, but I guess it was T Lady, right? Because
Okay. I am just sorry to interrupt you, Anton.
Yep.
I lied about who I gambled because I wanted to test James just to get a reaction out of him. I actually gambled Candace. And I died. So I don't know if whatever happened there. I believe Candace is good, even though I think it's just coincidence that I died. So I wanted to get a reaction at James. That was my whole point.
and we discussed it. We discussed it to try to see,
Yes.
see where the.
okay, so
it wasn't
then
a
I have
surprise.
nothing to say.
Yeah, this makes it even easier. Anton, you could wait and hold your info till next turn. Tell us who you picked.
Well, if James died tonight,
Anyway,
then I will
I
have
said
one
I was going to
tonight.
start the vote after Anton, and somehow everybody talked after that. So I'm starting the vote.
All right.
It's okay. Well, he
Gotta
had
lay
a
that
question,
smack
which
down
led to a
on
whole
everybody.
conversation. I know, it's crap.
Mhm. And so it's 3. They'll have enough.
Don't know if there's a Puka in play.
I wasn't going to vote, but it's not moving on my screen.
There's no way that James won't die tonight, and
But
if
I don't
James
know.
doesn't die, then clearly there's something else going on. So James will die tonight, is
All right.
what I'm expecting.
5 is enough.
I'll be shocked if I don't.
Sean is on the chopping block.
Lynn, what did you gamble Candice as?
Minstrel.
And
Sorry.
to reiterate, it'll be about 30 seconds, and then I'll be counting down.
You didn't get? Did you gossip publicly, Lynn?
Not gossip, gamble.
Oh, gamble. Sorry, I was like kept looking for your gossip. I'm like, wait.
No, God, if I'm the gossip, God, I just screw that all up tenfold.
She was trying to gossip when they have a phone. It was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Yes.
I feel like right now we're either on a really good track or a really bad track. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I feel like we should kill
It's really
Anton.
bad, but
We're going to the
hopefully it gives you
final
more
countdown.
information.
Sean, why did if you think it's bad, why did you vote for yourself?
Why do you think there's 3
Everyone was
evil
voting for me.
people?
It wasn't possible for someone else to get more. People shouldn't waste their dead votes on it.
All right, and with that, Sean is executed and dies, and the game continues. Breakout rooms are open.
Well, with the game coming in late here, I would like to give a little bit of my thoughts before we go into the final 2 days. So there is a world where Sean, Candace, and Lynn are evil. I don't know why they would kill Lynn overnight unless they had some game plan to make her gossip seem real. But I would think more Sean, Candace, and Edgar would be that team. But my other concern, which is why you'll see evil on Anton and Jason here, is because I believe also that Anton's got faulty gossip information. Jason has said before in the past that Anton's gossip was that there wasn't any puka or something about the puka, which made him believe that there was no puka. That in itself makes me concerned that Jason and Anton are working together as evil, which kind of points me to James just luckily grabbing Jason there. If James is the tea lady, let's just say all 3 of them sat right next to each other, and Jason was the tea or isn't the tea lady, and he just knew the DA hit Jason. I don't know. I find it hard to believe that those 3 were working together, but I certainly don't trust Anton or Jason. If James does not die tonight, it's terribly suspicious on the top, especially if Anton or Jason dies. So we'll see what happens. I'm not a big fan of the top of the table. I could also see their point on Sean, Candace, and either Edgar or Lynn. I feel like Lynn's part of that evil team with Candace and Sean now. But Edgar is being so suspicious, not wanting to say anything to anybody at this point. Like, if you're still alive and you're not saying your role, why aren't you saying your role? It's so weird. So, let's see what happens. We'll catch you in a minute or 2.
What was that look, Chris?
What?
Chris.
I'm still dead.
Only there was a professor.
Yeah.
It was a very long night. Chris has continued to be dead, and also Jason has joined him.
I'm not surprised.
Why is
Yep.
James still alive?
Yep.
Opening the breakout rooms.
Because
If he was
no one
picked
shared
less, well,
because as usual, no one shared info in the game, so we lost.
You will have until 26.
4 players left.
Candace, you're muted.
I think she's talking to somebody else.
Oh,
Maybe.
sorry.
Yeah, it seems like it's
a
Anton,
three-way
James, and
team
somebody else.
of Edgar, James.
No, it's
Anton. Yes, it
not
is
me.
James. Yes, it
Anton,
is
James, and somebody else. Yep.
Anton,
Nope,
James, and Edgar. The problem is we don't know which of the three.
Yeah, Sean might be a minion, and that's why, because of Minstrel, James' ability, which is still AD, is not working.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
If Sean was a minion and Candice is Minstrel, that means that T-Lady's ability is not working, right?
Also, the
Well-
demon wouldn't kill, so I wouldn't have died.
Yeah, there was a death, so
There was a
somebody's
death.
ability. has to go.
Right. So that doesn't make any sense either.
Candace, you're surrounded by three evil people. I was the pacifist. That's why I didn't die. I'm just gonna come out with it.
See, I missed that while I was out.
That's
So
why I died.
Well, I didn't say it for a turn because you and Sean were acting very sus, and I wasn't sure which side the bad team was on.
oh no, it just seriously because he really had questions, and I know he's new to playing. Like I really believed him when
So
he
the
was asking
question is-
questions. He was unsure.
Which of James, Anton, Edgar do you want to pick? Because you got to pick one of them.
I'm the gossiper, by the way.
No, you're
But
not.
that-
Doc.
yes,
No,
I
you're
am.
not the
Edgar,
gossiper.
I don't think so. Nobody.
Edgar, your gossip
Listen,
doesn't
nobody's
come
been
up.
drunk. I've been alive this whole time. Nobody's been drunk. So there's the minions have not been killed.
I think they have.
Edgar,
Doesn't
read your gossip again. You're not the gossip.
Unless
I am.
Sean was a minion and my ability didn't work and they knew it because
So Anton, who did you pick each night as the exorcist? Just tell us it all.
First night I picked Chris, and there was no
You picked
kill.
Chris. You have to pick an alive player. What do you?
No, I was
I think-
alive the first night.
Oh, that was the first night, and he was alive, and he died next night. And there was no
I got a
kill,
quick
but
question.
he got killed later.
I have a quick question about the puka and the minstrel. Since the puka acts the day before to poison, that's not the initial action, right? So if the puka poisoned somebody yesterday and the minion is executed today, will that person still die? You're not delaying the so like somebody shouldn't die tomorrow. I
matter.
guess.
Candace, we screwed up. We don't know the demon. All three of them are evil. There's nothing we can do. You got a 1/3
I have a
chance.
legitimate
guys,
question.
I
have a
didn't follow the
legitimate
question. Also, I didn't know if it was a question for me.
Yes, it's for
Don't look so
it's a
put out.
rules question.
Yep.
Huh?
It's okay.
Yes.
I'm
Ask
looking.
it.
Ask again, Candace.
It's a rules question. As far as the minstrel is concerned, if there were a puka in play, and there is that puka, let's say, poisoned Jason yesterday, okay, and well, the day before, and yesterday let's say Sean was a minion. I'm sorry, I can't do it like that. No, y'all know what I'm trying
I'm
to
going to
say.
say something, and I think this might be the answer to your question. It's very hard to follow, but if the puka picked somebody, regardless of whether or not the demon was poisoned, the person would die. So, like,
Okay,
if
so that makes sense.
That's the
Okay.
way you run that.
well, I
I
don't
can
know.
That's what
my
the
I'm
fuck.
info.
a terrible storyteller.
So,
Well,
so
that's
the
fine. It
death would
just
still
we just need to
occur.
be clear if that's how you would run it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because then
We can
that-
talk
that
about
would
it later,
explain-
but that's not important now.
Yeah, because that's what I was just trying to figure out why there was
I'll be
still
back.
a death.
So in theory, a minstrel could still be in play, or it could have went off.
Yeah,
But, I mean,
You're confirmed good at this point. The other three are evil. You just got to pick a one. You got a 1/3 chance, and we got to figure it out. You're confirmed good, Candace. I'm telling you, you're good. If you were evil, James would have died. The fact that James didn't die shows that you're good. I told James, I implied fool, even though I was pacifist. Because James was like, well, you didn't die because I'm the tea lady. And James really believed it.
Wait.
Maybe
If,
they also
which part of the
created
night
effectively-
are we? Can we go to breakout rooms or which part are we?
Edgar,
Breakout
it
rooms
doesn't
are
matter.
open.
Jason, let's talk. Let's talk, Jason.
Actually,
No, let's
well,
just
Can I
talk
talk in
publicly.
that room
There's
too?
no
How
reason
many-
not to talk publicly at this point.
for the record, the
Oh,
breakout
okay.
rooms actually are just ending now.
Oh,
was-
oh.
That's what
Edgar's
I was
gossip
gonna.
doesn't line up. So we could just ignore Edgar's gossip. It doesn't line up. There would have been a kill. Both my neighbors are good. Would have pinged a kill in turn one. There was no kills in turn one. Just eliminate Edgar's gossip. He's evil. You got it?
No, I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
I'm the
Edgar,
gossiper.
I know you're
really, come
laughing and
on.
smiling, but
No,
read your
I'm
gossip.
not.
Both my
It's so
neighbors
funny
are
that you
good.
don't see it. Jeez, I'm the
Read your
gossiper.
gossip. Both my neighbors are good. Therefore, Simon and Sam, who are both good,
What if I?
Oh,
What if
I would just
what
like to
if I-
break in to say
James.
that nominations are open.
Jason, how do you know both your neighbors are good?
Edgar, who's the gossip?
Edgar
gossip
was he was
on
saying
turn
what Edgar
one.
was gossiping.
Both my
And of
neighbors
course,
are
I don't
good.
have all the gossip because I
You
been out
don't
for
even
a
have
minute.
the information that both of your neighbors are good.
So if you were the
What would-
gossip, someone would have died. Absolutely 0 people died on turn 1. Therefore, you're not the
Yeah.
gossip.
Yeah, basically saying your gossip should have triggered and
The
it
gossip
didn't.
didn't trigger the kill. It didn't. You're not the gossip. You're lying. So we're ignoring you. Sorry, Edgar, but we're ignoring you at this point.
I'm ignoring you too, Jason.
Anyway,
Putting
So,
my
Jason,
head up.
Jason,
James, let me tell my pertinent info, and then
Okay,
you guys.
Chris,
then
what are you
then could
thinking?
defend. Here's the pertinent
Hold on.
info. I told James that I implied fool, but I was really pacifist when I didn't die, and James was like, "Oh, well, let me talk to Anton," and they went running off and talked for like 5 minutes at the end of that chat. So one of them is a demon. I don't know which one. I think it's a 50-50. I don't think it's Edgar.
Why did you kill him when I nominated him then?
Why? Because at that point,
I voted
at that
yes for
point, I
that,
wanted
to
to
be
kill
honest.
Sean first because I wanted to just go through the process. There's a reason to go
Wasted
through the
my
process, because
ability,
no one
though.
gave
I'm
info.
feeling. I'll tell you. I'm
Yeah.
feeling that James is DA. He nominated you, Jason. I think he knew that you wouldn't die, and he would confirm him as Tea Lady. I feel like that's a DA move, and I think it might be Anton. But that's my personal opinion.
so
Okay.
No, but
So-
he thought I was fool, so they wouldn't have killed me.
So
guys,
Anton, do you mind telling me anything about what you're claiming?
Yeah,
Because I haven't talked to you.
I was about to tell my info, but then you started to talk about like anything else. So I'm an exorcist, and first night I picked Chris. There was no kill, but based on the Chris died next night, I don't think Chris is demon anyway. Second night I picked James because James came to me the first day, claimed to be a tea lady, and thought it's suspicious. So I chose James, but there was a kill next night, and basically there was kill any other night, any next night. Third night I picked Sean. There also was a kill, and the last night I picked Candice, and again there was a kill.
Edgar, are you the demon?
I'm not the demon. I'm not. Jesus, come on.
Edgar claimed to be gossip first day.
Don't give me that eyes because I know those. I don't give me
What do you
those
think,
eyes.
Glenn?
It's
It's
James.
a
And
big
then it has
chance.
to be James. I don't think Anton is the demon. It could also be. I'm not sure. I know Candace is good. We confirmed that, but it's James or
So-
Anton.
I
I
think
think-
How can you just
Stop
confirm?
talking.
I think it's James. I think it's James.
The thing is, when you told me it was James the last time we voted, I voted for James as well. It's suspicious.
Can I hear
James
from
is the
Glenn?
most trustworthy person in my life.
guys, okay.
Not
Y'all
It
awfully
is-
quiet. Y'all gotta help me figure this out. I was gone for 8 minutes.
It is. I am the tea lady. I may have gotten duped by Anton the entire game, but I am the tea lady.
If you're the tea lady, I wouldn't have died overnight. You got it? You and Anton are
Except
not-
for if there.
If
Hold on,
Anton-
Yeah, I don't think it's
Jason.
bad.
Guys, let me talk. Jason, if Sean was a minion and Candace is the minstrel, then my power wouldn't have worked. You would die,
What are you talking about?
right?
The
Look
demon
at
the demon wouldn't have killed. I wouldn't have died. You understand? You and Anton keep going about this that your power
See-
didn't work. You understand? The demon wouldn't kill. I wouldn't have died. No one would have died if Candace.
Steven had rolled if it was a puka, the kill would have still went off.
It's not supposed to.
Well,
But if
we can talk about that later.
James could still be the tea lady
If I
and
was,
Anton
if I was
being
Puka
minion,
before
Jason
James,
would die.
if I was Puka before James, that means that James and Anton are evil anyway.
I'm gonna be wrong. That's okay.
So
I still want to hear
Edgar
from Lynn.
Edgar just defended Anton. So is it me, the person that everybody's pointing to, that all of a sudden I am the demon, yet the evil players are pointing at me also?
So who's the
thing
third
is-
evil
the thing
person,
is,
James?
The
I
thing is,
don't
I
know.
defended.
I have
I
no idea
defended
anymore.
Anton with the information that I have, but I said that it could also be you.
So if Edgar and
What's the
Anton
information you have,
Okay.
Edgar?
if
Wait,
Edgar and
what's the
Anton are
information
right,
you
then
have?
then they're both
I-
evil.
I didn't get any information.
What'd you say, Sam?
I've been trying to get Lynn to talk for 2 minutes, and everybody else keeps talking, and we only have a
Because
minute left.
I'm down to the wire,
Yeah.
y'all. Y'all gotta talk to me.
Go ahead,
What do
Lynn.
you want me to say? Do you
Oh,
want my
I'm just
info?
wondering what you're thinking because I know you usually have good social reads.
I do. I know. I think.
If you don't know, that's fine. I just wanted to hear it. Not to put
I
any, not put
think
you on the
it's
spot.
possible all three are evil. At the very least, there's definitely two evil. I
Oop.
do still show you James is evil personally. I don't know.
Which one's
if-
the demon, then?
Who did
I gotta
this?
nominate.
Oh, I just thought I'd put it in the spot.
Guys,
I would probably
listen,
do
listen though.
Anton, but
If
that,
if
but
if
that's me.
if all y'all are good and everybody's pointing to me, then why are the evil players pointing to me as well?
Because
As a
you're a
psycho.
minion or a
Psycho.
psycho. We don't know.
I
Either.
nominate Anton.
Okay, I'm fine. We're gonna go with Anton
Yeah.
because unfortunately the rest of them are evil. So
Yeah, I think we have to
I
go
think
with
it's
this.
a cluster, but anyway, I
We
mean,
gotta
I
get
just
4
have to make a
votes.
guess.
we got to get 4 votes.
I have to make a guess.
If there's only one good,
Any
sorry, go ahead.
any of the two I'm fine with.
Candace, when you're done with your case, let me know.
Yeah, it's got to be who's left. I know that James is evil, but I can't figure if he's playing the frame me, be a good minion and take it off or throw it off on my minion. But I know James is evil, but I just don't know how. I don't know. It's just a guess at this point.
All right, Anton.
Well, maybe I missed, but I asked, and everybody says that it makes no sense, but I didn't get why. I think that Sean was a minion. If Candice a minstrel, that means that James's ability is not working, and that's why Jason died at night. That's all I'm saying. And I think James, if James is evil, but I don't think so, he is a minion, not a demon anyway. And if you want to kill me, well, basically I already used all my info, so go for it.
Just pertinent info. I know James and Anton, you keep saying that I died because his ability didn't work. That's not how that's not how it works. So if you guys keep using it in your defense, all you're doing is making.
Well, if somebody can explain why it does work this way, I will be glad.
Because you guys aren't really the tea lady / whatever you're calling. That's
I don't think there's a tea lady. Nobody thinks there's a
Either
tea
way,
lady.
if
You guys are
think
gonna do the
Candace
big
is the
O
last good
face at the
player,
end of
we
this
all
game.
have to go with this.
Might do it. That's not the first time. I always never know what's going on.
It's gonna say James T Lady, and you're going, oh man.
All right, I heard
Yeah.
Sam. He was trying to say something. I'm gonna give him the floor, and then I'm gonna start the vote.
I was just saying, if we think Candace is the last good player, we have to. Every good player has to vote on this. That's the
no,
only
only
option we have.
4. Only 4. Only 4 is enough. 4 is enough, Sam. Not every good player.
Yeah, we could save some votes. 4
I
needs
mean,
4
but-
minimum.
Anyway, I'm gonna start the vote.
But if the rest are evil, they're not. And we've.
That's all. There's only 3 evil. There's no reason to do anything else, Sam. There's only 3 evil.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. I got my hand up anyway, so.
That's good.
Is it good? Because you didn't vote.
Ooh, Edgar threw in his hand
Oh, yeah.
late.
Oh, no.
Why did Edgar throw a vote at the last minute? That's just
It's a
strange.
good question.
I
To
don't
boof
really
up the
care.
numbers. I don't like that. And he's smiling under his hand.
Just to
I'm
say,
not.
that's something I would do as a minion.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm not.
He's
What did you
smiling.
say, Lynn?
He's
That's
the
not
evil
my-
demon, Edgar.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not the demon.
You are-
Anton, if it's not
You're
you,
definitely evil, man.
Edgar.
wait a
I'm
minute.
not. I'm not
You
evil.
are.
Jesus.
You
I'm
are.
fine.
Anton, will you nominate Edgar?
All right, I don't know what's going on, but I have to meet everybody because I'm trying to say my thing, which is that there's 5 votes. We have about 10 seconds left in the day, and then I'm going to do the countdown. So you can.
I nominate Edgar.
Okay.
You think it's Edgar, not James?
I trust James. That's what I'm saying. I think.
Okay.
Well, as I said, I think
Why
James is still
nominate
I
him?
think Jason is still Candice is minstrel. That's why Jason died at the previous night, and that's why I think that Edgar is the one who is evil at the very least.
We need
I
3
think it's
we need-
Anton. I think
we
it's
need 3
Anton.
dead votes. If we do this, we need 3 dead votes. That's the
No,
problem.
No, I think it's-
Stick with Anton. Stick with Anton.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was on mute. Stick with Anton.
All right, I will allow.
Why you
Professor
asking me
come
to
in.
nominate Edgar if nobody votes anyway?
You can't risk a tie anyway.
Yeah. And now it's
That's
at
why I was in favor of
5.
just going all in on one.
It's James. Edgar, will you nominate James?
He's not gonna. He's bad.
All 3 of
All
them are evil. They're not going to nominate.
It's not me.
My goodness.
You're muted, Edgar.
I'm going to start the vote.
I promise myself. I
This is
nominate
fun you
Edgar.
get to deal with, Steven.
Yep.
Oh, it's fun. I didn't even notice.
And if it is James, I nominated him 8 days ago. That's all I got to say.
All 3 of them are evil. They all
Nobody
should be
can hear you,
Nominated
Edgar. You're
8
still muted.
days ago.
Edgar doesn't understand how microphones work.
That's true. Sorry.
Cameras either.
All right.
I don't understand anything. This is a medieval village, right? What is this technology we're talking about?
You know, if James
you
and
trying to
Edgar
say
are evil and they're the last two left,
use
you
the
guys could just
club
come
to
out
kill
at this
all your
point.
victims?
Nobody
Is that
can
what
stop
you're
you.
trying to say,
Well, actually, there's 4 live players.
Yeah, but Candace and Anton have already voted
Well, I'm not
or
a demon.
nominated.
You just lose if we kill me.
James and Edgar, if you're both evil, just please end this. Don't.
I'm not evil. I'm not evil. So
Oh my
Then who
god,
is
if you're
it,
not
James?
evil, I will
Is it
apologize to you to the end of time, James. I think you're evil.
To the
8
end of
days
time.
ago, y'all.
I'm
8
trying
days
to learn the
ago.
game, so I'm trying to learn the
Alright.
game, so
Final timer.
Edgar, you're the only one who's confirmed evil. Whether you're the demon or the minion, who knows?
I expect you guys to grovel at the end of this game with all your apologies.
I won't. I thought you were
Yeah.
suspicious
I
the whole time.
Apologize
Think about it.
profusely.
All right.
I will not apologize because I trust you. although
And
I
with
told you.
that, Anton has been executed, and Anton has died.
Trust everything.
Unfortunately.
But
Good.
the game continues.
Game continues.
This
Damn
is
it.
probably mastermind.
Are you
Oh my
freaking
God.
kidding me? Thank God we saved some votes.
Yep.
Interesting how Sam wanted us to use our votes.
We could also just not. Well, oh yeah, we'll figure it out.
Sam wanted us to use up all of our votes. So I'm totally questioning what's going on here. We'll find out in the final day of Blood on the Clocktower.
James already did demon move there. Like,
I can explain what happened. Don't worry.
Anyway, we're back, and I have to tell you that it was a very quiet night, except for 7 people that were dead that may or may not have died again.
Candace, your minstrel went off because you got one of the minions. So kill Edgar now. Kill Edgar. Hopefully it's Edgar and not James.
We will have whispers if anybody's interested for 5 minutes. I will be opening the break.
3, 6. Why in the world would you kill all the dead people?
Well, I can't either confirm nor deny if they died.
I like how
I
you
nominate
toggle
James.
that.
I nominate James.
Well, we're not even in nomination. If we want to close whispers, somebody can nominate
I
that we
know.
close whispers.
I don't know, because sometimes you don't do whispers, and you're like, yeah, are the whispers
No, I
open?
just said out
I
loud.
know.
I'm doing whispers.
So
I
I
don't-
guess it could also be a mastermind, but killing Edgar would still work for that too.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
the mastermind.
Look how eager he was to come after me.
Yeah, because you're evil.
Edgar,
You're both
if you're
are
gossip,
evil.
you didn't even gossip this turn.
I'm still not. As gossip is after nominations. That's
No,
what
you
I.
didn't gossip
No,
this
it's not.
last
As soon
turn.
as the day opens up.
No, I asked Steven. That's why I wanted the rules
Uh-uh.
question.
I must clarify that you cannot gossip during whispers.
I have a
no,
theory.
No, I mean after nominations.
I
didn't
was
say
saying
whispers.
last turn you didn't gossip. When we were in the final 4, you never gossiped. Why is that?
Yeah,
I
because we
was-
was talking about. We were talking, and everybody was pointing at me, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
You know-
I had to defend myself. I cannot do 2 things at once.
To be fair, I still believe Edgar's bad, but it is the last day. It's pointless to kind of gossip because if you are the gossip, you're going to kill a good player too. But
No, gossip-
he's still lying. But I'm just saying.
Everybody's drunk.
What the fuck?
But Chris,
That means that I'm not lying,
everybody's
Chris.
drunk.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, everybody's drunk. That's the reason.
No,
That's
I
true,
have
too.
a theory. I was a demon. There is a mastermind, so we should just kill nobody and go to sleep.
Yeah, okay, we got it.
If we killed
Yeah.
a demon
Yeah,
and
we
there's a
got it,
mastermind, we killed
thanks.
nobody. That
Which
would
is
mean we
us,
would
not
win.
bad.
So the only
But
problem
Yeah.
here,
yeah,
You wouldn't
the
say
only
that.
problem here is if James really is the DA, and then he protected Edgar, we lose anyway. In which case, Steven, if you're still here, just end it. If not, then we're good. If James isn't the DA, then
I'm
we're
not.
good and we kill Edgar.
James always framing people. James will do something like that.
I'm the tea lady.
He would.
You guys
He not
played
darn
me
tea
Uh-huh.
lady.
a couple weeks ago.
James, I didn't see any
Don't
tea in your hands whatsoever.
You don't even own a tea set, James.
I have iced tea.
So now hold on a second. So I got fooled by Anton the entire game. So that's the reality, right? I thought for sure I had two good neighbors and that my powers were working. And when I went and talked to Jason after he claimed my role, and he said to me when we talked, he indicated that he was the fool, which I bought into 100%. So if I thought he was the fool, why would I then turn around as an evil player and get him killed? Like, because the fool's useless ability-wise after he's gotten killed the first time.
So here's the only problem, James. Here's the only problem why it could be you. Edgar's gossips make no sense, so Edgar's evil. But here's why it could still be you, because, like I told you,
I don't know how gossips work. I've never been to gossip.
yeah, okay.
It's okay. Edgar, just go sit in the corner and wait until we kill you.
Okay. Here's why it could still be you, James, because you knew you weren't the tea lady, so you could kill me. If you were really the tea lady, if you were the demon, Edgar being the demon, if you're good, Edgar would not have killed me, he would have killed you first, because he believed the tea lady. Well, then again, he knew that Anton was evil, so he might have killed me. But that would be really suspicious to kill me, because then if he kills me...
Because you would have come out and said, hey.
So...
Hey, would.
I'm not...
Never mind, I was thinking of something else.
You stop talking.
And ironically, Edgar and Anton did talk on day one. In fact, they were the very first talk on day one. Going back to chats, because I did.
No, I speak to James as well, by the way.
But,
Yeah.
but you spoke to Edgar first.
I spoke to a lot of people.
First.
You have to speak to one person at least. Next time I will not speak to anybody the first day.
But you spoke first. You spoke
I will not
first.
speak.
Can we kill Edgar yet?
And ironically, according to James, in Anton's 3 for 3, gossip was in it also. Because I even said at one point, I go, Edgar, you're double claiming gossip with Anton.
My paper 3 was Gossip, Professor, and Exorcist.
Shut up, Chris.
So I'll listen. If it helps, I'll nominate Edgar. That way, Candace still has a nomination open, and if you guys are still convinced that it's me, she can nominate me, and you guys can vote more.
I think Edgar nominated you first.
No, nominations weren't open, so it didn't count.
No,
I don't care. I nominate you first.
It's fine. We could do it in order. It's all coming.
Edgar, did you see my gossip?
You could nominate him back.
Wait, what happened to Yahoo? Oh, there he is.
I was in the Whispers. The Whispers are closing, by the way.
Did anybody go to a Whisper? I mean, I think we're all still here.
No.
Yeah, but I said, if you don't want to whisper, let me know and we'll close the Whispers. But nobody actually did that because nobody actually listens. Anyway,
what'd you say?
You don't want to whisper.
Yeah,
well,
what'd you say?
I wasn't really listening. I was busy arguing with Nom. Anyway, nominations are open.
I nominated
You're gonna
Edgar.
get somebody.
Wait,
killed.
I want to use a Whisper for a minute.
Oh, you waited until they were over.
I beat you.
James.
No, it's over, Chris.
Such a terrible storyteller.
The game is over because we know who you are, Edgar. Is that what you're saying?
No, Chris was putting a gossip, but it's closed. It's like it's over. Chris.
Huh?
That's what I said.
What? Huh?
No.
Anton's such a good evil player. He's such a good evil player right there.
I just want to use your dead vote.
Can I just put Candace on like a screen with black screen so I don't see her because
Wait,
she's trying to manipulate.
Before we do this, I just want to say a thing.
Okay, I need to hear from the person that nominated, which was James.
You need to unmute.
Unless you have literally no accusation to make, in which
You
case
have to
I will
unmute
call you.
James.
He's
Sorry.
muted.
I nominate Edgar because he's evil as hell, and he's terrible at hiding it.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you.
No, Edgar, don't talk.
Okay.
And I already talked about that. I already fell on the sword that I got fooled by Anton, so I won't besmirch myself twice in the same 5 minutes.
All right,
There, that's it.
Edgar. Now you may defend yourself.
No, don't talk.
I'm just a bad gossiper. I don't gossip. I never did back in high school. Was not the gossiper. I heard gossip, but one of the gossip that I heard is that James is evil. So yeah, back on the schoolyard. So yeah, take that, James. and you didn't have any tea with you, so you're not a tea lady.
Pertinent info, you actually gossiped that James is good and no one died, which means either you're not the gossip or James is evil. So you did gossip. I'm sorry, you gossip James is good. You actually did gossip that as one of your gossips. So if James was good and you were really the gossip, someone would have died. So
I don't know how gossips work, but I don't want to
so
be the
anyway,
gossiper next time.
Before we vote on this, here's the one thing that we have to think about. To be honest, is James told Anton he was the tea lady, but never told me he was the tea lady, which is strange. And James said he was suspicious of me. I don't know why. So there is some doubt that James could be the demon as well. And Anton and James were both evil. I'm not quite sure. But I do think Edgar's a better kill, but he's going overboard, so maybe he's going overboard so James doesn't get killed. I'm not sure at this point. Because this could be minion panic. I'm talking mostly to Candace because she's the alive person. This could be minion. This could be
I got a
minion
student over here.
sacrifice.
She's learning the game.
This
so,
could be
yeah.
minion sacrificing for his demon. That's why Edgar's going so crazy overboard with playing up the evil thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna allow for anybody else that would like to throw something in, and then when it's just vote.
Well, at this point, I'll take a half win.
We do need 4 votes. We do need 4 votes to get this.
Pertinent to why I didn't tell Jason his roles, because when I went to first talk to him, he actually said yes to a top half, bottom half, and I was like, is he ill today? Because normally that would be an unacceptable information trade with Jason, and I backed off right away because I'm like, ugh.
I'm trying to be more laid back in the games, so I was like, that bottom half, I'm fine with it.
Anton, who do you think it is?
We do need to vote.
I think it's either Edgar or Candace.
We need 4 votes. We need 4 votes. Is anyone voting?
It's James. It's James.
We need more votes.
I voted.
I get to vote. I'm alive.
Yeah, we're getting 4. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if I had to use mine. I was like, it's close to the end. I better.
Well, it'll still work because even if he's a man,
Give me a heart attack.
Candace, you're terrible.
Although
Max
James
over
voted
there
for
with
it, so
you,
it's a little
Edgar?
disconcerting.
Is who?
Is Max over there with you? I'm at work. Is Max over there with you? If Max pops his head up.
No. How would he cross the other side of the ocean if he was evil, right?
Have you seen how big he is? He would float.
He would float.
He's a floater.
Okay, I nominate James.
Okay, so 4 votes is enough. So that puts Edgar on the chopping block. And I believe I heard Edgar say he nominated James. I am going to try to have order here because it's getting a little bit carried away. So Edgar, if you could make your case.
James is definitely evil. I'm not the evil player. There's no double thing. I think there's a double claim with Anton and James. I think they were working together.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know what I was doing. I muted everyone.
Damn it. I was in my story.
No, just continue your story.
Okay.
Don't
I think Anton is evil, and I think he was working with James to have some like fun story about James not trusting Anton, and Anton saying like, oh, maybe it's James, and James is good. I think there's a double bluff there, and there's no double bluff with me and James because me and James haven't talked, so there could not be like we couldn't have coordinated anyway. So I don't know what you guys are, what James is seeing, but I'm not seeing it, and it's not there.
All right, I need James and James only to defend himself.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, you guys have heard it all already, so I'm not going to cover it too much more. Earlier we really were stuck on potentially Candace being evil as well. I'm not convinced she's not, but at this point, there's nobody to nominate her anyway. So, let's see how the chips fall here.
Pertinent info very quickly. The most James could be is the DA because he had no idea that I was the pacifist at the time that he nominated me.
I agree.
The most he could be is the DA, so Edgar could be the demon. Now, if James is the DA and protected Edgar this turn, we lost anyway. In which case,
Doesn't matter, yeah.
I
was thinking, what is DA? Devil's Advocate. I got it.
Point of order. I died early. That seems like an Edgar move.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Don't vote on this. Good. Don't vote on it.
All right, I am going to start the vote now.
Don't kill
would
me
like
early.
to say that is it possible that Sam was evil and that's why there was no kill?
It's
tonight?
possible.
It's
that Sam
possible.
was evil.
I had thought of that
I
before
thought
too.
about that because I could never figure out who the other evil person was, and that was the other explanation in my mind. Is
But we
because I
never
wasn't thinking of
disseminated.
person-
The problem is
somebody
Edgar
knew
acted too evil and didn't disseminate any of his gossip info to see why it went off or didn't.
why it went off. Yeah.
All right. One vote is not enough, and we have somebody on the chopping block, so I'm going to give about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to.
Edgar, your evil team has left you high and dry. They didn't even vote
Candace
with
is the
you.
only one who can
No, it
nominate.
didn't.
Are you nominating?
Candace, are you nominating?
she'd
Nominate
have
James.
to. She'd have to nominate herself.
Yeah.
Oh,
James has
yeah.
been nominated.
No, that's right. So, Candace, since you're the only one that can nominate,
You nominated
would
me.
you like to nominate?
What do y'all think? We good?
Yeah.
As opposed to killing you, yeah, I think we're okay.
About the best we could do.
Do you think we're good?
Shut up, Chris.
We have no other choice at this point. If you're
Don, what do
evil-
you think?
Let's
if
just
you're
end
evil-
the
Come on now.
I'm sorry, you asked me.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm trying to figure out what demon is in play.
No, like I know it's just a lot.
I
You
know,
are
and
alive.
I'm trying to think of the people that we have cleared that I'm just thinking back. Simon was cleared by claiming grandmother,
Yes.
which could be a bluff.
No.
So Candace
No,
is
it
evil
can't?
and she's
Okay.
making us all go through this. Could you just AI would just kill Edgar and move on so we could hear what happened?
Nope. Don't do that.
Really?
I'm not
So,
evil because obviously it didn't go
then-
off.
then-
It didn't go off to
then-
kill Ant. My stuff went off because
But then why are you asking us what we think with all these big laughs and stuff?
Okay, so anyway, I am going to
That
have
was
the
what I
final,
just
final
did.
countdown because Candace never said she wasn't nominating. So,
I'm not nominating.
okay, now we can
Thank you.
announce
Candace
that,
isn't evil.
Edgar
Well, she
has
might
been
be, but
okay. So,
How did I die?
The game continues. So I'll be opening the breakout rooms.
Did he scream like a little girl?
He screamed like a little girl, but nobody should be commenting on that because law and order is a thing that's a lost cause. Go to your room.
my goodness. It's a stupid mastermind. It's a stupid mastermind. Oh man, I hate that. Dang, mastermind's in play. And it's Candace or James. So we're going back here in just a minute, but I'd like to point out that good team has lost. And we only lost because there's 6 people left that can vote, 3 of which are going to be evil. Evil did not waste their dead votes. So even if we double tap Edgar, it's over. So this game is over, but we're going to run out this last day anyways. It's a tie.
Wow. All right, this is the final 2. So I will allow for 3 minutes of whispers if anybody's interested, or if you tell me that you don't want to whisper, then we can close them and go to nominations.
I don't want to whisper. I just want to double tap Edgar.
No, wait.
Wait, I have a question. I have a rules question.
It's a 50-50.
I have a rules
That's the
question.
rules question. I'll explain the 50-50.
So with the mastermind, Yahoo is.
Let's go talk, Jason.
Is
James, do you want to go to my storyteller room?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a 50-50, and here's why. If Anton was a minion, Edgar was demon, he's Zombol, we double tap him. If Anton was Zombol and Edgar was a minion, the Zombol didn't kill because Anton was killed, and then the Zombol didn't kill because Edgar was killed. And either way, one of the two of them is Zombol. We don't know which is which. It's a 50-50. It could work either way.
Could it still be a mastermind though?
It still could be a
Jason,
mastermind. So
yeah.
if we double tap Anton, regardless.
Nope, then the
Nope.
Zombol kills. We have to get the right one, because if we get the wrong one, the Zombol will kill tomorrow. But
Okay, so let's go back to the kills. The Zombol should only be killing on days we didn't kill, right?
Yep.
I don't think it's a Zombol, right?
Sam died,
Is it?
Sam died,
I
there
don't
was
think
no kill. Sam died, there was no kill.
Okay.
He didn't kill anyone, and then there was the kill of Chris, which popped the other kill. I didn't die. I didn't die that turn because I was the pacifist. That's when Lynn was killed. Then we killed.
Okay.
Then we killed Sean, and
Lynn died.
no,
Oh, sorry.
no, we killed Sean, and when we killed Sean, did I die at night?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm. See, that's what I'm saying. Like it. That
That-
makes
So it could be it could be an assassin who waited for a long time, or Sean. No, Sean's claiming Portier, not outsider. So it could have been
Yeah,
an
I think-
assassin
yeah.
that was delayed. The point is, either one of the two of them could be either one of them. It's got to be it's a zombie. We know that for a fact. But either one of them could be the zombie because we killed one, we killed the other one. There was no kills either time. Either one of them could be the zombie. It doesn't matter. It's a 50-50.
So are we sure it's not a mastermind?
Yeah, could it be? It could be a mastermind, right? Edgar was the demon.
If it's a mastermind, you're the mastermind, James. You got it.
I'm not the mastermind.
And
He
Candace
might not be. I'm not. Obviously, everything
example.
was muted. Listen, everything was muted because.
Steve, can I talk to you?
Yep.
I'll join your room.
Wait, if it's a mastermind and Candace is the minstrel, wouldn't that mean that the mastermind didn't work last night and the game should have just ended if it was a mastermind?
No,
Correct.
because
No,
if
'cause
Edgar
the
was a
minion has
demon,
to be executed. Yeah,
if Edgar was a demon, it doesn't trigger the minstrel.
right.
Oh.
So Edgar has to be the
Yeah.
demon.
But no.
Well, he certainly
Okay,
could be.
If Anton was the zombie, when we killed Anton, there was no kill. When we killed Edgar, there was no kill because Anton's the zombie also. Either one, it's a 50-50. We don't know.
You're
It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 on Anton and Edgar.
But it
It's the
should
only
be
possibility.
Anton if that's the case, then right? Because
Why?
I would. Oh,
Why
that's
would
right. I make everybody drunk.
It
That's
could
right.
be-
I make everybody drunk.
It could be an either. It's an either or. It's an either or. The problem is
run
it's
it back
zombie one. It's
again.
either or. And we have to pick the right one. And it's 50-50.
Well, if Edgar was a minion, then the Zombu's ability wouldn't work.
It wouldn't
What are you
work
talking
because I would
about?
mute it.
Oh, never mind.
Edgar was killed during the day, so the zombie doesn't go off anyway.
Yeah.
The only
Why are
kill
all
that
the
happened-
evil people talking to Steven?
The only kill that happened is when we killed Sean. I died at night, and that could be chalked up to an assassin. Unless Sean, you want to say you were an outsider and it was Godfather kill.
Okay.
No, the courtier.
So
more than likely,
Candace,
I was
Candace.
assassinated.
Yes.
Let me. If it's a mastermind, we would just say no. We would do no nomination and go to tomorrow, and good team wins. If it's a zombie, what's going to
If
happen?
it's
We're
a
going to go.
mastermind, one of you two is the mastermind. Do you guys understand that? If it's a mastermind, one
exactly.
of you two has to be the
Exactly.
mastermind.
So,
But we can't go to bed on that.
So
if
I'm
if one of
partially-
us refuses to just
partially-
no vote, then we know.
Okay, so I am going to end the whispers.
Say again.
I am going to end the whispers, and then I'm going to start the day
Oh, here's my
with.
connection. What'd you say?
How are you talking to me? You're muted. How can I hear you when you're muted? That's so bizarre. Anyway,
He's probably.
That's so weird.
literally don't even know how she's
Okay,
talking.
sorry. I don't know what happened. It glitched
Well, you're
out.
muted,
James,
so I
what
don't-
did you
you
say
shouldn't-
again? I don't know why my connection glitched out.
Anyway, nominations are open. I'm not.
It's the connection.
The
Okay, can y'all hear
unmutable
me?
chatter. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We
And someone
were able
nominate
to
Edgar
hear
for
you.
me.
Yes, we
you
can
were
hear you
muted.
even though you're muted.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Okay, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50, so I can explain a million ways why it's a 50-50. It's either Edgar or Anton. One of them is the assassin. One of them is the zombie. There's no mastermind because neither one of you can be the mastermind at this point.
Yep. And it's obviously not James, because if James was the demon, it'd be 1-on-1 and we'd lose automatically.
Right. True.
No,
True.
no, because he lost his ability because of Minstrel, because the minion was nominated.
No, but it would still end because the game always ends when there's
Game
one
would end.
versus one.
Game would end.
If
there's
it's
one
yeah,
lady.
Yeah.
if it's one or two, it ends.
It's
So neither one of them
zombie.
is a demon, for sure.
I'm the tea lady.
I'm the tea lady.
The problem is it's a 50-50, and we have no read on which one is which.
Hey, Nam, since you're here, can I talk to you for a second?
I still go with Edgar because he killed me
I-
first.
Okay,
And
Yeah,
that's
I can-
typically
I
what
can-
Edgar would do.
So
Open
the
prayer
only-
room, Steven. I would talk to you.
The only
Yeah.
read we have, I'll be honest, the only read
1,000
we have
reasons.
is that Edgar was very quick to put that extra vote on Anton, which means more than likely Edgar was doing that because he's the minion and was getting Anton killed, knowing Anton was a zombie. That's my gut. Because Edgar acted too
Did something
minion at the end,
about
like he
things
wants to get
before.
killed twice. And Edgar wants us to kill him. My gut feeling says kill Anton, but that's only
So-
my gut feeling.
Jason, just a second. So if there's a zombie and one of the two of them is a zombie,
Yes.
they oh, you're right. Never mind.
We don't
Because
kill him.
if we don't kill, he gets to kill somebody.
So they could chalk it up to minstrel. They could chalk it up to minstrel and make it seem like it was a minstrel, and Anton was just a demon, but I think Anton was a demon, and the zombie didn't go off, but we chalked it up to Candace's minstrel because Candace had already come out as minstrel. So my gut says Anton, but we need 4 votes. Sean or Simon would both need to vote.
Everybody should vote on it. Everybody should just vote.
Just a second.
It's sorry, go on.
If we're so sure it's a zombie, how many days did we not have an execution that would allow them to kill?
It all works out except for my.
It all works out. You were in the other room. We actually went through it.
Oh.
It is a zombie.
So
Yeah.
The first turn.
That was my question, James.
The
I was like,
first
wait a
turn we
minute,
killed
what?
Sam.
And then they
The
ran
first turn we
down.
killed Sam, no kill. The first turn was Sam
Right.
died, no kill. The second turn was no one died. Chris died. Simon died because of the grandmother.
Yep.
The next day was I didn't die because I was the pacifist, and that's when Lynn died. The next day was Sean was killed and I died at night, and where we were all like, it must be Puka, it must be Puka. And I kept explaining that there's no Puka, there's no way that you could have been Puka poisoned and I died. I tried to explain that to both you and Anton at the time. So
No, I wasn't puka poisoned. We were saying I was minstrel poisoned, but yeah, that's
okay.
no,
Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
I was assassinated that turn. The assassin went off that turn. The minion that we can't figure out was an assassin. Whether it was Anton or Edgar, doesn't matter. I was assassinated. That's why I died. Then the next turn, and of course that was to put in the doubt about the whole Puka thing because the minstrel came out. Then
Okay, so
Anton was killed during the day. There was no kill at night. Then Edgar was killed during the day. There was no kill at night. So it's still a 50-50. It could be either one, but I'm leaning towards Anton at this point because you told him that I was the fool or the passive. You told him I was something, right? You did tell him that in your whisper.
no. I never told him what you were. I actually never told him what you were, but he did know that I was suspicious of you. And did it benefit him to kill you, which would throw suspicion on me and eventually get me executed?
And I also
I can confirm that James.
But does that make
he's
Anton the assassin, not the
no?
zombie?
Because Edgar would assassinate me more because Edgar would rather kill me.
Yeah.
I would never kill Jason.
Same with me.
I mean, not
And
Edgar pleads the
laughed
fifth.
as soon as I said that because Edgar realizes that he would assassinate me over Anton.
No, I found it funny. I found the whole story funny.
Well, I can come out and say that
my reads now are like not ever gonna help you.
I
I'm
came
just
to
letting you know
Edgar.
about everything.
I came to Edgar and I asked him to kill Jason.
Why?
I don't know. I think Jason's line of logic is the best we got to go on right now.
So
I don't think it's that bad.
my gut leans to Anton, but because Edgar was too happy to kill Anton and make it seem like the minstrel, and then Edgar was too happy to die and was going overboard. And going overboard is more of a minion thing than a demon thing.
Minion to draw away. That's possible.
It's a very
Yeah.
long storyteller conversation.
Edgar, can I talk to you?
Okay.
See,
I'm
who's gonna
concerned
say
if
that.
something
I'll
got
just
messed up.
join
Mess
your
this
room.
up.
Go
This
to
will be
your
good
room?
practice for him.
That or Candace is the mastermind.
Hey, can I
I'm
join
not.
that conversation too, guys?
Where are you
going?
Just close.
So now we have a 50-50. Now we have
Yep.
a 50-50 on them, but I'm leaning Anton. The problem is Sean and Simon have the votes, and Sean and Simon, you guys need to make a choice because you guys are the ones that are going to sway this because Candace and James are going to vote for the same person. So both of you need to vote for it. If you don't, we lose.
I don't understand why we both have to vote.
Just vote for it. Just vote with
joined-
everybody
we
else.
joined
Don't worry
other-
about it.
Different
But
rooms.
there's still bad people left, Sean. And
Okay,
they have
well,
two
Some
votes,
folks,
and they
I
were
mean,
quiet.
folks are awfully quiet.
Yeah,
Sam,
muted.
what do you think? Or were you the third person that got just knocked off early?
There's no. I cannot enter the rooms.
Yes.
That's because they're
same.
closed.
They're not open. That's why.
Yeah, you
Sorry, I'm
guys
thrown
can't
off by
go
you
evil.
thinking that might be a minion.
But I don't know anything about you at all. So,
I mean, I was a sailor, and
yeah, that's right.
If we don't
I
think it was a
remember now.
puka, then it has to be. I guess I was drunk by my own ability.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Only thing, yeah. Interesting.
Anyway, well, as I said before, Jason's line of logic is the only thing that I can think of. I mean,
It's a 50-50.
it took me a whole lot longer than Jason to wrap my head around everything he was talking about, but I finally did.
And you just got killed because you drunk yourself, so you were killed because you were drunk yourself, which is fine also. And one of them is the assassin, one of them is the Zambul. I just feel like Anton is the Zambul out of the two, only because I don't know why. It's just because Edgar was so happy to kill.
I
And
could
Edgar
see
put that-
though that if
Oh.
Anton was the assassin and he was talking to me, he could, by killing you, it threw tons of suspicion on me. And
The problem is Edgar's gone so overboard. That's not what a demon does. A demon tries to stay low enough to not be suspicious at the end. And Anton's being unsuspicious while Edgar was very suspicious.
or they're both being super suspicious because they're covering for somebody. But
That's
If
true.
so, we lost
I
the
don't
demon.
know.
If so, we lost the demon. There's nothing we can
actually,
do.
no, you're
Yeah,
right. You know what?
that's
If
what
there is a mastermind and we double execute one of them in their evil, then we win.
There's no mastermind.
No.
There's no mastermind. There's no
I'm not
Okay, so-
convinced of 100% of that, but
There's no mastermind.
No, I mean, but be 100% convinced. If you know you're not, then be 100% convinced.
I'm not a mastermind. I know that.
Okay, and I'm not either. So put your 50 with my 50, and we're gonna move on.
Yes, every time you say there's a mastermind, you're just confusing. It's a Zambul. It's a Zambul. The only
Yeah.
reason we keep it alive is Zambul.
And I respect him going back through the kills because I wasn't thinking of it like that. I kept thinking poop.
I wasn't either.
Okay,
It took me a
never
long
mind.
time to think back on it after he mentioned it.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Like,
I wasn't
it took me
picking
an
up
extra
on
like 5
that.
minutes.
Okay.
But you're
Okay.
right.
I'm there.
So-
I'm there.
Whoever Jason
Okay.
and Candice nominates,
So,
I'll vote on, I guess.
Yeah, that's where we're at
and
this
everybody
point,
just
Simon.
say between Edgar and Anton who they think it is right quick, so I can know who
I
to
feel
nominate.
Anton more, but I don't. That's just.
It's not
I
me.
have no idea.
I'd go for Anton, but yeah, whatever. It's 50-50.
I don't have a vote, but I would have went with Edgar, but that's fine.
I think
You
it's
guys should go with Anton because it's you guys.
Chris, you can use my vote. I can vote for whoever. you told.
Edgar, do you think it's you or Anton?
I'm not saying anything.
It's Edgar, man. Look at
Anton, is it you or Edgar?
I think it's James because he was saying he's delayed the whole game and he actually lied to me.
You know
But
how
please,
your
if
mom's
you
like,
want me, if you want me to
you want
vote for
ketchup
Edgar, I
or-
will
or
vote for Edgar.
mustard. You start talking about, you want something that's not on the menu.
Candace, what is the name of your cat again?
Max,
Oh, yeah.
and I think he's
Oh
over
my
there with
God,
you.
he's here.
I feel like I have
It's
50%
it's
chance to win.
Anton.
Steven,
I
I'm
nominate
not.
Anton.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Candace. Did you say you nominated Anton?
Did you sigh and discuss James?
I need to hear what the nomination was.
No, because you beat me to it.
Okay.
But that I
Yeah,
was going to nominate Edgar.
Anton.
Okay, I
Oh.
need to know who nominated.
Candace nominated Anton.
Okay,
I nominated
Candace, please make your case.
I believe that Edgar is possibly trying to deflect. The whole joke about my cat being evil. He's talking about, oh, he's here, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I think Edgar just told on himself, trying to deflect away from Anton. I think Anton is the Zambul.
All right, Anton, defend yourself.
I'm not a Zambul. I'm a poor and I didn't kill anyone in this game.
All right, I will allow for pertinent information, as much as it pains me to say such words.
Okay, James, what are you thinking?
What's the better bluff roll for a demon, the gossip or the exorcist?
The Exorcist. The Exorcist.
All right,
Okay.
I'm going to start the vote.
You need four.
This is easier to hide behind.
Ben?
Yeah, because I'm checking everybody. I think it's the
Okay.
Exorcist.
I meant that as in like who, if you had first pick of the two, what do you pick? Do you pick Exorcist or do you pick?
I think I picked
Hold
Exorcist.
on. I have to take the dead votes and declare that 4 is enough to kill. And
Why wouldn't?
Candace is nominated. So James, would you like to nominate?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
I think I lost.
So with that, I will ask Anton, how would you like to die?
I guess the same way as I killed somebody else.
Oh, I don't need to
at
ask
the
you how you
last
died.
game.
You're already dead. So anyway, we hauled them back to the corner and we chopped them up repeatedly with the guillotine, and then everybody needs to go back to bed because the game continues. Actually,
It doesn't. If the zombie kills, we lose, right?
that's correct, but you don't need to make me act like look like an idiot in the happening of thereof. So yes, you did kill. Well, no, actually, that isn't the case. Yeah, because they get the kill because you killed the dead body. Very good. Okay, so anyway, the game is over, and Evil has won.
Hold on, Steven, hold on, Steven.
Of course.
No.
I didn't hear what you said.
Someone's put a flag on the play.
Nom's calling a flag. I want
All right, Nom, let's go to the room.
Okay, yeah, go to him
Well,
private.
what was originally said? Because I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
do
it's
this
fine
here.
for it.
Go private.
Steven,
Go to him privately.
Steven,
Don't.
Come to me and be quiet.
Yeah. Don't. Do
Yeah,
that
geez, Nom. Come on. Don't ruin the game.
Okay, what did
We're
he
not
even
gonna go
say?
to the break rooms
Go to
just
him.
in case.
No.
No, we're
he-
going to
We
stay
can
here.
Stay here. We'll just be still.
If you're the zombie or anyone else is zombie, they kill either James or Candace.
Jason, let's just wait.
Let's just wait and
Jason,
find out.
Let's just wait. Let's just wait. Let's just wait.
We'll be right back after word from our sponsors.
About that, definitely. We're gonna have to
Steven, are you here?
I am. If everyone could shut their camera off, and I'm going to have a brief night phase.
Well, this is odd.
If I can figure things.
We're going to look at Steven's big forehead here. You can't hear me. This is an intense ending. Who will be the demon? Who will win?
All right, everyone can turn their cameras back on. Anyway, it was a VMR game. It went on forever, but eventually James died and the game was over. And the reason for that is because the two of the remaining people were the tea lady and the minstrel, and we do not believe that the zombo would register. So technically, if Candace had been targeted, then she wouldn't have died, and you would have had another chance. But anyway, I'm going to go over the rules, and please don't disrespect me. So if you're furrowing your brow because I'm dumb, that's just because I am dumb, and I'll stop storytelling. So anyway. Yeah, well, that's fine. I'm just letting it be known that if I am a profoundly stupid person, then that's just how it is. Sean and Edgar. Sean was under suspicion for the very first thing where Sam picked him. So I made Sam evil, and Sam was able to die. So that was super unfortunate. I could have chosen to not let him die to the pacifist, but I did not do that. However, that seems to have fallen by the wayside, and everybody somehow got very confused and thought that it was a puka. But at the very top, we have the tea lady, who is sitting next to Anton, the assassin, and Jason, the pacifist. And I backed up the fact that Anton was good by not letting Jason die to his pacifist ability. Jason did seem to have suspected that that was the case. However, I do think that a lot of people thought that that made Anton good. Sean the Zombu was killed by the town.
Sean?
For some reason, it was left at that. Which I think it was because they thought it was a puka, and then by the time we realized it was not a puka, he had very much so fallen out of the picture. Candace, the minstrel, made everyone drunk a couple times. Nobody died those nights. Chris died. He was the grandchild, and because of that, Simon died. The sailor died. The first day he was executed and died. The mastermind Edgar, which would have made the game interesting because it could have made it go on for a third day, was executed as the last kill. Lynn the gambler died as a result of the assassin. So she was confused as to whether or not Candace was good, but she got over that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And that is everything. I will share the screen, and that's all.
Ooh, a moon.
No,
Steven,
a bad moon.
Steven, how did I die at night when Sean was killed during the day then?
Assassin.
Assassin.
Yeah, I
The
told you,
demon,
the
I think the
assassin
demon
gotcha.
killed the gambler. I said it wrong.
Okay, I was.
Oh,
just
I
asking-
killed you, Jason.
Yeah.
Because I waited Zambul to die in order to kill somebody to make it not look like a Zambul.
Yeah. I had it all right except for the Sean part, which on the first turn I did say to Sam, if you were drunk yourself, and means whoever you picked was evil, let's kill Sean. James, that's why I was killing Sean. It wasn't because I was claiming Tea Lady. I just wanted Sean to be okay with dying, and he was very nervous about dying, which made him evil in my book until you and Anton made that weird play.
By the way, I thought I made a mistake when we went to bed. When I pointed to Anton, I said that the storyteller made a mistake, and he came to me, and I read my ability wrong because I thought that after Sean died, there was one more night, and I could have killed anybody, and then we would have won. But if I would kill Anton, then we would have died. I think I read that wrong, and that's why I called out. I think some people read it. I said like, "Hey, can Steven, Steven, can you go into a room with me? Because I think you made a mistake." So that was, I think, a little bit of a giveaway that I was evil at that point. But I think already people, and we were pointing at each other, Anton and me, just to protect Sean, I think.
No, it was, I mean, you guys played it well. There was no way we could pick Sean. We had Sean picked early because of the sailor thing, but then everyone got off of it. So I had Sean and Candace as a pair, or Anton and James as a pair. I never had possible Anton and Sean, even though I did tell James one of the reasons Anton didn't die is because I actually saved myself.
And I actually forgot that Sean was the zombie because I'm tired. I slept for 1 hour, so and then I kind of forgot. So I was like, oh, what's he supposed again?
I came to Edgar after he spoke to Sean, and I asked him, and he remembered everything except what role Sean was.
It's funny.
That really sucked. The professor died. Oh man.
Yeah. I was thinking about using it on Sam for a minute, but then I was like, no, I'll keep it a little longer, and then I died. Like I said, I had no information to share. It wasn't going to be
Sam
helpful.
was good. Yeah.
I actually thought
Sam
that
wasn't
Anton would have killed. I thought Anton killed Jason, but you killed Lynn. Yeah.
I do assassin.
No, I killed Jason.
Anton killed Jason.
Oh, you killed Jason.
Oh.
Oh, what did I do? Died.
James,
I
I
killed.
wish you would have went by my hunch. I wish you would have went by my hunch, and we would have killed Sean the turn before that. And I said, I'm willing to die the next turn. I wish you would have went by my hunch. And then Anton, by the way, it wasn't you who blurted it out. It was Anton who blurted it out. But there's a different tea lady. Anton blurted it out. And
Yeah, I know.
And you.
But it wasn't the double claim that caused me to. It was actually Candace starting to try. When we nominated Sean, we were talking about that. Candace started saying, well, really, I think James is the evil one. And I'm like, oh, if I don't flip this around, I'm going to get voted out on that turn. I'm going to get executed on that turn. And then I said, well, since Jason just double claimed, I figured I'll come out with it to try and keep me from getting killed that turn. So plus I thought it was a good test of whether you were good or not. Problem is it threw me off of Anton.
The thing is that I talked to Anton. That was true the first day, because I went to him because Sean went off with Candace, and they're like, I cannot talk to him to get one of the 3 roles with that I could claim, and he was already claiming 1 because I talked to Sean the second night, so that saved me. And he also said like, oh, I think Candace, I convinced Candace that I'm good. Like, oh, that's also a plus. So there was actually a plus that I
Sorry,
didn't
Candace.
talk.
I will never trust you again,
I
Sean.
know. It felt
trust in your
dirty.
naivete.
Oh, come on,
Just
Yahoo.
took
You're
you
a
to the
great.
bank.
Nobody's voting
vote
on
on
this.
this. Nobody vote on this.
Beware, Sean. Beware.
I know.
Candace,
You don't know about me, but you gonna
But
learn.
honestly, I wanted the bluff roll of the courtier because I was like, okay, that sounds like something that you wouldn't want to kill off right away
It
since it's only
was
one-time ability.
Real,
And I had no
but
idea how it worked, so it was legitimate me
And
asking.
the,
he
and the
really
thing is,
fell
that's
into
why I
that. He
voted.
was like, "Well, what am I?" He was dead serious.
You gave me
And
everything I
never
needed to
touched
know.
him.
to
We
play
would have
that
had a
role. Thank you.
triple tap him if Edgar was still alive. That's crazy.
And every time that Candace said like, Sean is good, it is like, yes, she's convincing the rest of the group that Sean is good. And that's why I picked Sean to die. I was like, then he's out of the picture. And it worked perfectly.
But that was smart, Edgar. That's what you were supposed to do.
Yeah. And I
That's
pointed
what you
to
were
Anton.
supposed to do.
Yeah,
'cause
I also
nobody
pointed
else
to
thought
Anton.
anything else about him.
Yeah, because I also pointed to Anton. It's like, yeah, let's
believe he
just.
just
Well, I think in the end of the
Can we
game, we're
mute
trying to
Edgar?
do it 50-50
Yeah, he's evil.
rather
I don't
than
wanna
make
hear him.
suspicions on
If-
Sean.
if
That's
we
why I
would've
was
put-
laughing so hard because Jason was like, yeah, it's Anton. Maybe it's Edgar. It's like,
Oh, I'm still
you're
muted.
dead wrong
that
with
was
the
the,
zombie list.
the problem was I went on Sean early based on Sam's thing, and I said, well, Sam.
And y'all were right. I apologize.
And then everyone
I
said,
just-
no, that's not a good theory. And then James went after me, and I'm like, okay, I'll die, but I know I knew I wouldn't die because I was the pacifist, and there was.
Well, it was another interesting game. A BMR. We almost had the win. Zombool, we didn't have enough suspicion on Sean after a bit, so that's unfortunate, but that is what it is, and that's how the game works. We hit all three of them. We didn't have the Zombool in the right spot, and that's on us. That's all right. We'll get him next time. We'll get you, Sean. We'll get you. Have a good one. See you later.